So the question was, do you guys drink water? Or I should say you folks. That's more inclusive in my neck of the woods. 17 months in a row? That's crazy, Ellie. You missed a month or something somewhere. I feel like you've been around longer than that. In fact, I don't feel like you've been around longer than that. You've definitely been around longer than that, because we've been around longer than that. It's just, oh geez, 45 minutes away, people are missing and a half underwater. I don't know if that storm made it to us. Yeah. How long have we been subscribable? Did we have to hit affiliate to get subscribable? I think we might have had to be. Yeah, because it's monetary. Yeah. Because subs give money, so you can't do it until you're affiliate. Okay, that's why. Yeah. Oh, we've been affiliate for 17 months. It's crazy. Dave, tell her if it's not important. If it's not important that she's costing us money, and I'm gonna request a bill. I'm gonna have to send a way bill because I know he's talking to his lady. Okay, let her know I'll bill her for your time. Oh yeah, you guys can be voice live now, by the way. Here you go.
We can?
Yeah.
Can we?
Should we is the question.
I realized most of
indeed
that was me
live,
talking
yes.
to you and not to chat, so it's probably coming off real broken.
It's mostly gone away now, but JB was like, oh, you can do your like morning you haven't had coffee yet voice where I'm down low.
Hey, it's still Rick.
Because my voice can do that when I'm snoring all night.
But Delric, you're them right now. You've become your worst nightmare. Your chat now.
Time out, Delric.
No!
Do not.
2 seconds. No.
You know you can't give Panda power at all.
Yeah,
he abuses it instantly.
Mm-hmm. Instantly. There's zero
it's weird because
delay.
I'm a security guard and I absolutely do not do that with my job.
do security guards have power, or you just?
That's the thing is some think they do.
I was already sure that was an illusion.
Yeah, my good sir, you are not a police officer. I saw a thing on TikTok of a correctional officer, i.e. a prison guard, pulling somebody over for speeding. But he, I would say pull over. He's not in a cop car. He's, in his own personal vehicle. And he's sitting there arguing with the guy that's like, I know you're going over the speed limit because I was going 48, blah, 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 and all the stuff. And it's like, dude, you're not a cop. And he's like, yes, I am. And he's like, not the kind of cop that pulls people over. You have no authority over me, bro. I am not a prisoner.
Well,
he sued.
Well, Scott, to answer your question, they're definitely still eating the dogs. But I think Wade would be a better person to ask about that. Because, he's out there on the front lines almost. Last I heard, there was just nothing but... Last I heard, there were, skins being hung up, waving in the wind as flags to warn people away, but to attract animals, But we'll see. You trust your guy JD? Yeah. Look, if you can't trust a guy who fucks couches, then who can you trust?
No. That's what we're talking about. I was like, what?
All right, I understand now. I get it.
So, oh my gosh. To completely change the subject, I got to play the new Legend of Zelda game where you get to run around as Zelda.
Play as Zelda.
And
prepare your faces, by the way.
Magic wand thing to, or it's a staff, excuse me, to make replicas of stuff. And it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
So,
that sounds.
I've just seen.
I've quite enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, it's not.
Glad
I've
you're
seen
having
people
fun,
just mean
man.
it's like, no, I have a trampoline and a bed. Those are the two things I use to solve every puzzle.
Basically, yeah. So you can also jump on top of the trees, like all of the trees with the trampoline, which is pretty fun. If you like double stack the trampoline, then you can just run around like a lunatic on top of the trees. So,
All right. Well, I don't have a good segue for trees, but there was a carrot at the end of the last session. That was pretty cool.
there was.
Yeah.
So that's probably where we'll pick up. I feel like if we don't, people will just
I'll be a little
mass
upset.
unsubscribe. So, we should
Start
probably
a completely different campaign out of
right,
nowhere.
we have to have a completely new channel. Hey guys, it's us, the group that never cliffhangs the audience. We're called the No Blue Ball Group. That's us.
It sounds like a Rick and Morty bit.
Snell pulls up,
I wouldn't
but
know.
let us see what this carrot has to say.
Ah, yes. Okay, so Eli is currently being held captive. He's got some manacles on that seem to have restricted his sorcerer's powers. And so, Scott, I don't know what that means. Usually you pick a person for mass positivity. Like, we could all try to say something nice about blue balls. I hear that your mental faculties ascend to godhood when you're like, when you're like real far along in being blue balled, but I don't know. Nobody else has to say something nice about it. I just figured I'd humor him.
The Natsu says it says specifically a person, so
He's correct. It does, and I don't know anyone named blue balls. Who would? Does anyone know a person that they would name that?
I mean,
we do have a friend
So
named
I've
Bacon.
Heard worse nicknames.
I have come
He would
across-
not be him. Bacon would not be blue balls.
No, I'm just stating that based on the nicknames of people in our group, avocado, bacon, a lot of foods.
A lot of food.
Name two back to back
Panda,
that
if you try
easily
hard
go on a
enough.
sandwich, right? Like,
Yeah.
we need like a bread, a mayo, cheddar.
But anyway,
we definitely could have had a friend named Cheddar.
Absolutely.
I don't know who, but that definitely could have been a name.
Panda, not a food. Legally
Says
not a food.
you.
Crispy is more of
Depends
a
on how rich you
description
are.
of a food. That's an adjective. Yeah. So all right. So Eli, you are currently being held captive.
Where'd my meeting go? Yes,
Where'd your
I
meeting
am.
go?
I am a captive. There we go. Sorry. For some reason the Zoom meeting decided it wanted to run away all of a sudden. I found it though. It's back.
Has it returned?
Yeah.
Each.
I think. Got it. Figured it.
So yeah, you sit there. You did hear a carrot speak to you that asked, "Hey, can you hear me?" Seems to be behind you a little bit, tucked behind a few crates that are a little bit lopsided. Some bottles of baby oil on top of it. You don't really want to count them. There's too many to be comfortable with, but focus up.
I have a stand-up comedy bit I'm going to share in the Discord now, and then I'm also going to leave the Discord link so everybody can just go to Discord and find out about the goofiness. Yeah, I can hear you.
You're not dead, correct?
Pretty sure I'm not.
Please make certain.
Yeah, no, alive is.
Thank you for clarifying. You may not have noticed, but I am a carrot, and I cannot see you to confirm this myself. What is your status, Eli Wasif?
Captured.
Ah, good. I don't know what that means. But if you are alive and capable of speech and are responding to my questions, it means that you can hear and understand me. I have a message from Father. I trust you know who Father is, given the context of me being a carrot.
Pretty sure.
Excellent. Father says that you must escape a situation, that it is very important. And I am to aid you in this.
Hey, how are you supposed to aid me?
Not in combat, though I can speak and have a limited ability to activate things which require speech.
Okay, yeah, I didn't figure you were going to be... No offense, I just didn't think you were going to be combating it up. You're
a carrot.
Small. Yeah, so, what do we do then?
It would be difficult for me to help you unless you have things such as scrolls or magic items which have command words, or magic items which can be activated by carrots.
I do have some scrolls. I don't know how carrot friendly they are.
If your magic is bound, indeed, your own words will fail to activate them, but I can repeat your words. Be aware, I can only activate one thing.
Okay, sure, one thing. Let me see what I've got. Got a wand. Got two wands. I've got a scroll that I don't know what it does.
Can I remind him of something he tried to do last session, but it didn't work? Well, it didn't work. Not specific work.
Sure.
There was a snail on it. A certain card.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I remember that. I'm just also looking at what else I have.
Okay.
Oh, look, how convenient. The Scroll of GTFO. Wow.
Wish I had one of those.
Can't believe I forgot about this.
Wow. Yeah, the only scroll I have that would do any good at all is Magic Jar, and I'm not confident that I can Magic Jar this guy. I'm pretty sure he's tougher than me. Or at least has a really high will save.
Yeah.
So
it would be funny to see you try to see a carrot attempt to pass a UMD check with Magic Jar.
Yep. No, it would be pretty funny. That is, I mean, I have another scroll that does basically nothing, and then I have a scroll that I don't know what it does still because we were never able to identify it. So yeah, I'll just pull out the business card.
Yes, a scroll.
All right, so here's how you're gonna have to activate this doohickey. I'm gonna walk the carrot through what it has to say.
I'll need you to place me upon the scroll.
All right. I do just that. I put the carrot on the business card.
And then you start reciting the text. It seems to repeat your words pretty accurately. And at the end of it, you can see like a shimmer kind of go across the card, and the edges of it burn. Like you even see smoke kind of come up off of it, and out of the small tendrils of smoke, they seem to sort of twist and coil together and expand into the form of the bird-masked man you met before. It looks slightly different, a bit more skeletal, in fact. Quite a bit more skeletal. They still have a very nice dress about them, but you're not actually even sure this is the same person. But yeah, they're a little too tall, too. And as they finish forming, they bow slightly, and you can hear in your mind. They say, I am here to fulfill the request. Our mutual acquaintance was unable to attend. I assure you, I am adequate.
Right.
Stand up straight.
Can you... Shackles like to shake the... Free me?
I am to fulfill a single request. Is this what you wish?
Ooh, let's see. Is it what I wish? Because if you free me and I run away, this guy's still around. I don't know if you can take him or not. Well, that's a great question.
Suppose you should consider if you believe you can outrun him once he inevitably detects you.
That is true. Okay. So, real quick, gang. I know we talked about just giving Mashani the name. Are we all still in favor of just doing that? Because if I just let him take it as my one request,
then you may die.
That's fine. He doesn't get what he wants. He loses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But I am worried about you.
I also thought you guys wanted to talk to Shaluvi about it before you made a decision.
We do, but I also don't want this guy to
I mean,
get what he wants, and I don't really have...
Sam was dead set on nobody getting the name, but that's up to you, since you're trying to save your own bacon.
Well, in this case, it's the opposite of what I'm doing here. I just don't see a better way out of this right now. And if somebody else does, let me know. But I mean, like, obviously this guy can free me. I guess one request, I suppose I could ask him to take me to the library. And then I could try and find my way out from there.
Or maybe he can just teleport you right back to Saigon.
Well, sure. But I don't want this guy to get away is the other problem.
Yeah.
I feel like if I run, this guy just gets away.
I mean, to be fair, if he kills you, he also gets away.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But he won't know until the morning, and they're supposed to come back in the morning.
Fair.
Okay, in the interest of not having it take forever, I'll just ask if he can take me... if he can take me to have an audience with Mashani, or at least, have a meeting with somebody else in the library or something, because I want to be not here. And I would like very much to talk to somebody about all the hidden knowledge, secret stuff, because I want to figure out what I'm actually supposed to do with this.
He kind of leans down and says, I feel obligated to inform you. To enter the realm of Mishani is a one-way trip.
Hydrate.
Right. I am aware of that, I suppose. I guess
I can
Okay,
take
responding
you
is-
elsewhere if you have a place
Right.
you'd like to go.
and I understand that, but I don't know if that's a safer place. I guess take me back to the office.
This can be done. Have you gathered your things?
No, he took my bag, didn't he?
Yes.
Because I hid the card in my
On your-
jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I have not. I like peek my head around. Like I don't know where they are though.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know where your stuff is in the house.
Unaware.
Hmm. Would you like a chance to do so?
Yeah. I would like my stuff back.
I can wait.
Mm,
And
okay.
should the captor slay you, shall I take your remains back to your office?
I would prefer you to take me before he can slay me.
Ah. I suppose I can follow, though my form is difficult to hide from the likes of him.
Okay. Well. Sure. Okay. Well, let's give it a go. I'm gonna go and see if the door is unlocked.
It is not.
I didn't figure it would be. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything to open the door with. What does he have? Does he have anything I really care about? I mean, he has my bag of holding. I care about that. He has some magic scrolls that I don't know what they do. He has some wands. And, really? I mean, here's my cool scroll case. Some blankets, some other stuff. You know what? He can keep it. Let's just go.
Just like, ah. Besides, maybe he'll leave the stuff. Maybe he won't care.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, actually. I just didn't say that out loud.
Okay. I have to roll a check really quick. Okay. A skeletal hand reaches out, touches your shoulder, and says, "Confirm your request."
I want you to take me to my office. Do I need to be like hyper specific about it?
No. And you immediately see the background begin to fade, and right before the area shifts, you see the door just slam open, and you see his form sweep in like a malevolent shadow, and you are back in your office very suddenly. In your actual office, like your room.
Oh, yeah.
Just in your
Do
chair.
that, like, hand pat thing. I'm still bound, right? Or I'm still
Yeah,
shackled.
you still have the shackles on. There's still a skeletal creature with a hand on your shoulder that
Cool.
removes it.
One
There's
piece.
a very slight bow. It says, "Paid in full." Gone.
I appreciate you. All right. I just like leave my office, be like, "Are you guys here? Please tell me somebody's here."
It is nighttime, so by now these two would have left.
Yeah, we're trying to meet up with Representative Modric.
Is it just you two that went?
Honestly, if Brawlhalla would join us, that'd be great because she's a bit more diplomatic than we are. She knows how to talk to people. I feel right. Do you feel the same way, Sam?
You're saying I don't know how to talk to people? I'll kill you and your whole family. Sam really needs to get some sleep soon.
Well, I imagine you took a decent nap.
Yeah.
Because you probably would have needed to. Yeah, so if you guys took Rahala with you, then yes, the office is indeed empty.
Okay. Well, I'm like, hello? No? Nobody? Okay. Well, poop. Okay. Time to go find him, I guess. It'd be so much easier if my hands went bound.
Just walk around. First guard that sees you just like,
Yeah.
So that's what I would be doing.
Okay, cool. So you step out and leave the office and gonna try to see if you can find them. Where does Eli think he's going to look first?
I mean, the first place I would look is the hotel that Sam normally stays at.
Or the inn, yeah. Okay, so you have that direction. So we'll cover that here in a little bit. You're also running around with fucking shackles on.
Yeah.
At night, which is fun.
Yeah.
Hand, Patrick.
The hand,
At least
yeah.
I'm sneakier.
You guys just not like
the
hand?
average bear.
Hand's basically a fourth character at this point.
Well, I mean, Nintendo 6. It might be the Nintendo Smash hand. That's why I'm concerned.
Okay.
Anyway.
If Master Hand wants to hang around in our stream, we should be grateful for the endorsement.
Yeah, I guess so. He's kind of aggressive, though. I think you can shoot.
I think what the plan was to have Mayor try to set up a meeting with somebody from
that already
House
happened.
Madrid. Did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're supposed to meet him at the coin collar at night. He didn't tell you exactly who it would be, just...
It feels like it's been like 3 weeks since I've done anything in this game, so I don't know. It's been stressful.
So, we'll cut to that then. You guys enter the coin collar. There's lots of people who greet you. The bartender actually kind of waves you all over. Says, "You guys are meeting somebody here, right?"
Yes, thank you.
I figured it was you. Well, in the VIP area, which, of course he is. We don't just show it to everybody, alright? So, don't go blabbing about it. We don't need people asking for it who don't need to be.
Well, I know he's probably going to forget by tomorrow morning, and I'll probably forget too, so.
Sure. So, head down that direction, just past the kitchen, all the way over to the wall, you'll see the hallway. Points over there what looks like he's just pointing to, like, the corner of the room. It's like when you walk past the kitchen, there's just... It's a corner. When you walk over there, on your way over there, it doesn't look any different, follow the instruction, you walk, like, all the way up to the wall and, like, kind of look over. It's almost like it's an optical illusion, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, you look over to the left, and it's almost like you have to kind of peer... like a little bit, almost like you keep trying to look further down, and this gap seems to widen. But then as you try to straighten back up, it shrinks. So you end up having to do this odd turn and strafe to get into this hallway. But once you're in, it seems to open up into an actual hall.
Okay.
You can see that it's very well lit. There are you can see two other doors on either side of you. It goes down about 20 feet. There's two more sets of doors, and then there's a set of double doors at the very end. one of the two double doors is like slightly ajar.
I guess we'll go to that slightly ajar door. Lamia will knock on it just to like make sure whoever's in there knows. Oh, we're coming in.
You hear a voice just say, "Enter."
And yeah, she'll enter.
Okay. When you walk in, you see two people. One you recognize, the other neither of you recognizes. The one who's sitting at a large table that seems that like it's already got like a few small plates of hors d'oeuvres and other things on it. Some tea. There's some kind of alcohol and some water all set out for you. And the one who's sitting, as I said, is a kind of very, very slim, older demi man. Looks Ulu. He has very straight, kind of slicked back hair, and he's wearing very nice robes, like kind of fur trimmed. He looks very well put together, sitting very straight back. He almost reminds you of Mayor in a way, but he's not Vishkanya, and obviously very different people, but just that same air of like refinement, of like poise. He's sitting, kind of observing you as you walk in, and the person standing behind him, as they turn around to face you, is Lumal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
The son of Dorat himself.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I have no special love for Lamal, but
Yeah.
I'd rather talk to him than somebody new, I think.
But he turns and sees you and says, "Oh, I thought it might be you two." And he looks down at the other man and says, "Anki, these are Eli's people, members of the Logistics and Retrieval Company. Aldwin. I always forget the name because none of you are named Aldwin. Please have a seat."
Makes sense to me. And Lamia will take a seat because she knows at least that refinement of the business thing needs to get done when they tell you can take a seat. She does know that.
As you guys
Rahul's with us too, Craig.
Oh yeah, you did bring her. Then yes, she's with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He only introduced us two, so that's why I was checking. Or did we lose her in the hallway?
No, she came with you. She does look a little put off seeing Lamal there.
Mm-hmm.
But she does take a seat.
Now also. So. Lamal?
Samuel?
Have you been well?
Of course. I mean, stressful times as they are. I mean, what can I say but that I am blessed to have been born into the family I was. I've heard you all been on some pretty crazy escapades as of late.
Very true.
I imagine that's not why we gather, just to swap stories, though.
No. It's this, I'm assuming this room is pretty, set up for private meetings.
Absolutely. We requested it for a reason. Figured if you're asking for us, it has to be quite important.
Well, I'll let you know that I'm not claiming that your family's done anything.
Interesting way to start.
Yes, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. You care if I just leave with this, Molly?
No, I don't care. I mean,
okay.
Literally, Lamia was just staring at you in confusion for a second.
Certain let's see. I don't know, like former employee is the best word for him. An individual you had at the Markham Manor, uh, taking care of some, you know, contestant issues there.
Sounds like you're describing me.
No, another individual.
Tobarusk.
Tobarusk. The steward?
He excels in yeah, what's a good word for it? I'm actually blanking myself. Clandestine? Is that
That
no,
is a word for like secretive.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
clandestine jobs.
Interesting claim. Go on.
Appears to be. I'll describe him. I forget what he actually looks like, but I'll describe him. He's blank tall, blank hair. So on and so forth.
He just kind of nods like he's still waiting for you to get to the point.
He has. We've currently came into some bit of valuable information, and he's trying to. I wouldn't say make a deal for it. He took some of our friends hostage on a piece of farmland that I have. Threatened to burn the whole thing down. Killed a few of my chickens there for this information. And Eli selflessly traded himself as hostage in trade with these people. Now, mind you, one of the things he offered if we give him this information is to completely forgo working for you and your family.
You get interrupted there by the older gentleman. He says, "That is outrageous. But, sir, do they often call meetings to throw around insane claims?" But Limmel says, "No, Anki, just... In fact, I respect your position. But why don't you step outside for now?" You can see he looks a little bit flustered. But then he just nods, stands up, and steps out of the room. You hear him walk away a few steps. Limmel walks over and pulls the door closed, comes back and says, "Go ahead and continue." See.
Didn't mean to offend. The man himself is being very petty, and I decided to. I've had a run of. I'm on a lot of medicine. He.
Never gets old.
I'd like to return that pettiness by. You are gonna quit working for your boss, the people that pay you a lot of money. I'm sure y'all don't like that. That he would just, cut all ties with y'all, or at least claim to if he makes a deal with us.
Excuse me.
Just for some
just for some information that we have, and apparently is going to be worth more to him than working for y'all. I'm not exactly asking for help. I just want to let y'all know. That way, if he ends up getting away from us, also he did kill a town guard, and kidnapped another. So they do have his identification, what he looks like and so on. Basically, if he runs to y'all for help, I want y'all to know about his backstabbing ways.
I see. Well, those are a lot of very heavy accusations.
I said I wasn't accusing of anything. I'm just letting you know.
Of course.
What I believe to know of this man. So,
I mean, certainly, I can claim to not be the son of two very rich people that live in the very same land. But reality will argue with that, wouldn't it? These are accusations. Not official. I'm not a town guard. I'm no person like that, but... I'm not sure what you want to hear from me other than I'll look into it.
Well,
But
I have no...
Do consider he is of our hearth. This is a member of our family, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
We know quite a bit more of him than you do. I've accepted many of his aspects, flaws and all, into our home. I'm not saying whether or not we know what you've claimed, or if those things would be accepted, but it is hard to take the word of an outsider unless you have some sort of proof to these accusations.
Besides the people he's kidnapped and the chickens I have burning back at my cabin in the woods. Or are you talking about specifically
Didn't say the thing.
the other things? You know, I'm not accusing you of nothing. Look, Lamal, I don't have any love for you, but I don't exactly hate you either.
Must say that's a bit surprising, but good to hear.
Other people in your family, that's still up for debate, because I don't know them too well.
Well, at least you can see we're kind of honest about this.
I just want to do a, I guess, professional courtesy to let you know that one of your people, who we think is one of your people, might be going off of a desired path that you have for them.
That is true. He's very good at disguises. It could even be it's possible that it isn't Toparusk. But I'll be honest, we have no way of knowing that for certain.
Well, I can tell you, his position as steward in our house is an honored one, but it's one he took voluntarily. If he volunteers to leave it, well, we're not in Gurga. No one's an indentured servant here. His debt to my mother and father is one that he's placed upon his own head. He feels he's paid that, or something else is worth the rest of whatever price he's summed up. What sort of people would we be to stop him? I mean, don't get me wrong, if he's out here kidnapping and murdering, obviously, that type of person needs to be stopped. I can't just take your word for it.
No, I understand that. I just wanted to do you,
Sam, you already said it. You were being petty because he was being petty.
Look, I respect that.
Yeah.
You don't live in this... Gosh, this is going to sound so conceited. You don't live in the echelon of society I live in without seeing a lot of very pointless, mean-spirited backstabbing. And long-running grudges that really should have died a long time ago. Can I be candid with you?
Sure.
I was on the verge of forming one myself. I mean... there were things said about my family and myself that have had some very painful consequences for me. Maybe you haven't heard. My betrothal has been called off. And that is a rather fresh wound. I can understand why you've levied your feelings on Hearth Modric, on the Dorat family. I respect that you are honest people who say what you believe. These things are hard to bear and remain neutral. There's clearly an animosity between... I wish it was only business. Dorat Acquisitions versus Aldwin Logistics and Retrieval. Business is business. Those things are fine, right? We can leave those on ledgers and checkbooks. Many of the transgressions, perhaps on both sides, have become very personal. Regardless, if you do manage to find someone willing to attest to what you say, Anki out there will remain in the city sometime. He's not too difficult to get a meeting with. He was the one who
Baskill. That was his first name.
Yeah. He was the one who brought your boss the initial offer to purchase the business. Didn't go well. That's fine. But he'll still be here. You can go through him, and normally he is very professional.
We appreciate that.
Also, Dave, roll me a diplomacy check. You just keep going.
Why now? But for
Why now?
information.
Yeah, this is when you get to
Okay.
the end to see if you can find out quickly where everybody went.
I'm sorry, I'm going through my notes. That's why I was like, oh, I actually did write that down all that time ago.
I'll wait for that until Lucy Jack, and I'll say something. I don't know if it happened yet.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll fill him in a second. You just keep going.
Lamont, do you show...
Oh, yeah,
I don't
question.
know if reverence is a proper term. Do you have fear of divine retribution?
Of course not.
Because that's what we're risking at the moment with this information.
The information that supposedly the steward wants. Well,
I've been to what's a good word for it? Like cause another plane of existence and have things that
plain
have
is a
seen
word.
things that
Yeah.
plane yeah, okay.
I was
I've
gonna
been
say,
to
that all sounds like a great description, buddy.
This-
You're
this
killing
is
it.
This is old knowledge. You
Yeah.
guys actually know Lumal is a classically trained mage, so
Yeah.
he would know the word.
I've been to another plane of existence.
Oh. Just visiting.
They're sort of unwilling. They're an unnamed, was it sister of Mr. Gaia?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a proper term? Yeah, unnamed sister of Mr. Gaia. Now, mind you, I might be telling you too much, but this is information that I think you need to know for the sheer scale of this information. There she was being hunted. Small goddess, killed the folks going after her. And it's because people are learning her name, or seeking her out with that. And this is the information that this individual is seeking. So
The
it's important that
name of a forgotten goddess, as it were. Is that accurate?
Well, it might not have been forgotten. Might be just a new goddess all entirely. That I don't understand how anyone could forget a goddess.
well, there's places that things can be sent to be forgotten.
Of course. Well, there's
And
a,
also,
there's a theory that that's what happened to most of the Nassans. I mean, They were here, they did whatever they did, and everyone who knew of them is no longer here. Records burned. We have no way to know how many people or entities have been swallowed by the archive at this point.
But that's the scale we're working at.
So
this isn't like, oh, we know like the bank account number for so and so. That's not the information. We're talking about cosmic level power.
He replies with, "So you say."
Yeah, I might just be bullshitting you. I know that, but I sought y'all out.
It's true. I can't quite figure out what the angle would be for this if you were lying, other than to discredit our steward. But then,
yeah, I mean,
bother?
I really don't like that man. So I mean, if I could think of a better lie to tell you, I mean, I guess I could have said he was like aiming to kill y'all or something. Was offering that, but I didn't think about that.
That would have
honestly,
been a severe lie that I'm not even sure you could pull off, Sam.
And y'all would probably sent somebody after him too, but I don't know. I just thought being honest of telling what I believe honestly of what he's doing would be the best course of action. I'm not asking y'all to solve my problem, our problem. I'm just asking y'all not to help him if he comes towards y'all. Or bear in mind, if you do give him help, his actions to this point. Don't have my character sheet open. Why didn't I open it? I have to scroll down to the bomb zone. It's a straight check because I don't have any points in it.
Hey, it's above a 10.
Yeah.
It is
Achoo!
one above a 10. There you go.
Okay, now it's a 13.
Okay. I don't know. Could have been 4. I could have hit that 15 mark.
I'm gonna roll a check for Rahala real quick.
Oh, we have a positivity on Molly.
What? No.
Not mass positivity, but it's...
No,
Right, so
I have
nice
to
about
say
yourself.
something good. I have to say something. Donazzo, you have no idea how hard that is right now.
That's why it's a thing.
And it's a good time for it.
Sure. Okay. Really cool thing about me. This October, I put a challenge to myself to draw or write something every single day. And I've started off strong because I drew something today. And I'm very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, way to do it. Day 1 success.
Yeah.
What map am I trying to put y'all on this one?
I keep thinking I want to try and write a story, even like badly formatted because I'm not a writer, of just the trashiest isekai story I can ever think of.
Dude,
you're gonna
get isekai instead of the guy.
Do you know what it takes to be a writer?
No.
Writing.
Just
writing, yeah. But
like legitimately, if I write instead of draw this month, I'm going to just write 500 words.
Yeah. When I say trash, I mean like the most cliche stuff ever, not like, smutty romance novel. And trust me, I've read enough of those, but Nora Roberts, You the Bay. No,
she kind of is. Anyway, we did it.
So you said a nice thing about yourself. So with a 13, he just nods a few times and says, "Again, I thank you for that. Find some kind of proof, present it to Anki, and I'll instruct him to bring it directly to me. If that will make you feel better. Otherwise, I think this inquiry ends here."
yes.
Yeah, more than understandable. Your hands are tied.
Well, it's not
particularly.
I mean, it's like if he came up to us and said that, Wrong is planning to become Bandit King and doesn't offer us any proof of that or something like that, we wouldn't
We
really
would just
know.
go and ask for Brong.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
but
Prong would be a great bandit king.
yeah, I think I'd vote for him.
Yes, we vote our kings in here.
Especially
the
Monty
bandit
Python
ones.
bit, which was, I didn't vote for you.
Yeah,
You'd vote for
no,
me.
I like
I'm your
that.
king.
Things like, I am now your king. I'd vote for you. I'm not asking you to.
Thank you,
I'm
but
declaring myself king. It's nice to have your support, though.
yes.
But well, we're probably headed back there in the morning. I mean, I say probably. We are headed back there in the morning. It'll probably be a fight. So we'll get whatever proof we can if there is any to be had. If he doesn't show back up,
Oh,
sorry.
is Lamia will point at the thing that we've had to put on.
Oh yeah, the
is
bells.
this like a
Yeah.
normal, typical signature of his? Do you think?
Yeah, I forgot all about the bells.
I mean, I recognize
Yeah.
the item, though. That doesn't.
Yeah, he had us
count
put these
as
on,
proof
so
other
we.
than that someone forced you to put them on, or you put them on.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I forgot completely about the necklaces.
Look, Vaskil is his name. He's.
Mhm.
I mean, he's been with the family longer than I have. He was one of the people who helped raise me. And
I see.
while I would not be surprised to find out that his capabilities were well beyond what is presented in our house, none of what you have claimed are things that I would typically believe. His role is that of an assistant, really, in many matters. Be it, helping to take care of a child, that of a scribe, a messenger, a negotiator. He fulfills many roles. If my family was into wet work, I just don't think you'd be able to tie the people back to them. That is obviously an outlandish thing to say, but really consider it. The reach that Hearth Modric has is, even here in Setsegia, this is not where the heart of our... This is not the heart of our operations, or at least it wasn't. It is becoming so, especially with the war starting to ramp up. But we have far too many resources to use someone so valuable and so high up in reputation for that sort of thing. That is my perspective. You are more than free to believe what you believe, but I need some proof. Or, at best, I can say, I believe that you are convinced of what you say, but that you are mistaken.
Well, there is a chance that he is completely bullshitting us, completely saying he's part of y'all's group as well. But some of the knowledge he had was, yeah.
I don't think this goes any further.
Yeah.
You're welcome
That's
to the
fine.
room. I don't need any of these things, and I have some more business to attend to before the night is too late. So,
Did they have like beverages and stuff in here?
yeah. There's some,
Oh yeah.
There's like food, there's some alcohol, there's some tea, there's plenty of stuff in here.
Lamia will say, will you be safe on your own, or will Anki follow after you?
I'll take him with me, but worry not. I'm never alone. and he will exit the room.
Okay, actually, one more thing. Lamia gets up and she'll follow after, and like hesitantly, she's like, "Hey, Lamal,
Pauses. He's like in the hallway now.
Casimiro was really hurt. I think she does love you, but you just have to work a little harder, I guess, is the best way to put it."
Ooh. Give me a diplomacy check.
Fuck me.
Sam's in the room drinking.
One of those ones that could go very hard either way.
Yep. D for diplomacy. There we go.
That's perfect. Yep.
Holy shit.
That is perfect.
God damn. Holy shit, Molly. You did it. You hit a 0. Is that our first? No, that can't be our first 0.
No, it's not our first 0. There's no
Oh
way
my
it is.
god.
I think
though.
we've even had a -1 before.
Oh, we've definitely had a
we
negative
have.
1. Oh god, a 0 is so rare. It's beautiful. Look at it. Okay.
That's one way to put it.
All right, I'm back.
Would you like to keep that 0?
Let's go ahead and at least get it above a 0.
Get above
I
a
think.
1.
Oh, you
Or-
good,
or
guys?
whatever.
You good with me doing that? Getting it
Well,
above 0?
you know, listen, I'll tell you this, okay?
Holy
If
shit,
he's
dude.
helpful, if his attitude is helpful, okay? If his attitude is helpful, and his charisma is a flat 10 or less, then a 0 succeeds.
I'm
He's
gonna roll
probably
one.
not
You good
helpful.
with that? You good with that?
Look,
Yes,
I'm just
please.
you're gonna fail by 5 or more regardless.
Oh, that's what you're giving me.
Because the next tier
okay.
is 10 plus charisma modifier.
That's right.
You know?
So. Yes. roll
Okay, nope. Let's just keep that
16
then.
times. We have 16 lux. Roll luck 16 times, and then maybe you'll get it.
So you say that. And he's obviously like, very well put together. You can tell he's kind of difficult to read. You guys have been able to pick that up different times. He's just very in control of his own expressions, that sort of thing. Even when you were pissed at him, you couldn't read it on his face that like he knew something or that he was being shitty. You say those words, and you can instantly see just by just the way that his eyes look. That really struck a nerve. And you know it's like instantly you realize he took it in a way that you didn't mean it. But you don't even know what to say to fix it right away. And he very quickly kind of shells up, and you can see the smile that doesn't reach his eyes. And he says, "I'll take it into consideration. Good evening."
Good evening.
He turns around and walks, and Anki is kind of just watching you stoically, and then just turns and walks with him. Briefly, we're going to cut back over into the coin collar as Eli bursts in, naked, handcuffed. We don't know why he's naked.
Yeah, I wasn't to begin with. So,
but no, you finally make it to the coin collar. After there have been a few people who are just like, "What the hell?" Pointing at your shackles. And you got a place to be. So you get inside. You can see that people are drinking. That same warmth kind of hits you and instantly dries you off, even though you were already in the process of drying off because of how your trappings work.
mhm.
But you get in. The bartender sees you. There's a few people who are like, "Hey, Eli, it's you. Hey, welcome, man." There's just a few people, and so we're like, "What's with the gimmick?" But they're doing whatever they're doing. As you can see, the bartender waving you over.
Yes.
Here for them. What the hell? You get arrested?
That laugh was 100% in character. No, I was kidnapped. Speaking of, we are my two wonderful friends / employees / rescuers who did not rescue me.
Buddy, that sounds like you got a story that might earn you some coin, but he gives you the same instructions. Says they've been in there a while, so might be wrapping up by now.
Who is they meeting with?
Can't say.
Oh, okay. So Modric, got it. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit over here, and I just like go take a seat out of the way to try and just be as nonchalant as possible and wait till they leave because I don't want to have to deal with whoever they're talking to. I'll come in when they're done.
So
He's
you
putting on
see-
the mustache and becoming nonchalanto.
Nonchalant.
Oh.
You know my WWE name is Nonchalanto.
Just like, you see, seemingly, it looks like they come out of the kitchen, but you see Lumal exit out of what looks like the kitchen to you, along with Anki, as I said earlier, same guy who was sent to make the offer on your business.
Yes, I remember not liking him very much. He was pleasant and straightforward. I just also remember not liking him through no fault of his own necessarily.
I mean, he's still stuck up, right? Like, it's
Yeah, true.
and he didn't eat your snacks.
But so, yeah, he did.
He
I will
didn't.
make sure to turn my back to them as soon as they come out and just be like sitting there, just minding my own business.
So they walk by. They don't really
Eating
say
some
anything.
pretzels.
You see, or you can kind of hear the clack of coin as they walk by the bar. Like they maybe tip the bartender, and then they head out into the night.
Right. Okay. So as soon as I do, I kind of like turn and I just wait for Sam and Lamia to come out of the thing so I can catch their attention when they exit.
Well, before that,
Meanwhile,
Lamia
Sam is
would
on
have
his
gone
fifth
back.
meal.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm on
Lamia.
some just really heavy medicine and I have to eat with it the whole time. The entire time I have to eat with it.
Lamia would have gone back into the room and whispered, "Shit, Sam, I think I pissed him off really bad." So that'll make the evidence presented kind of harder, I think, if we find it. Besides eyewitnesses, which the
Why don't you
eyewitness thing
say
probably
like you're dressed like a pleb or something? Like
You see Rahala seem to
No,
finally relax, by the way. Like her shoulders drop. She goes, oh. Okay. That means he's gone. I think he can read minds.
oh,
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he could. His mom can.
Didn't know he could do that. I'm so sorry. I was trying to think anything but what mattered, because it reads surface thoughts. So I was thinking about the food and the decor and past performances and other things. I didn't really want to speak because I didn't want him to get any information from me that you guys didn't want to get out. That was harrowing.
it's a good thing I didn't learn the name of the goddess. Which I'll say that in a different way. I was like, it's a good thing I never learned any secrets that I shouldn't have.
Well,
shared.
you know her symbol.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so do you.
I'm sorry.
It's a symbol's not exactly,
Well, we're sorry to put you in that position, Rahala.
Well, I mean, I suppose it was better me than either of you. How did it go?
Well, as I said, I've probably pissed him off pretty well, and we would need to find evidence of who we're technically accusing of doing the kidnapping and etc. And the only thing we have is eyewitnesses' account, but because the eyewitness technically is associated with us because we found them in the deep frost up north.
She's giving you a
I don't
look like
think
you've
that-
grown a second.
I mean, we
hand,
also
by the
have a
way.
town guard.
Wait,
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm confused.
Wait.
You trust Lamal?
Not exceptionally, but
At all?
Mhm.
If it means that this asshole who killed my chickens, threatened my friends, and my homestead gets no help from the people he works for, yeah, I'll give them all information. Like, I trust them to know what's bad for business, and somebody going around kidnapping people, attacking guards is bad for business.
Unless you can get
Especially
away
without
with it.
Yeah. And I'm sure they have enough money to pay people off and do the normal things, but if this guy is going on his own deal, not he might also, like, Lamal may have told him to do it. I don't know.
Even if he didn't, I wouldn't trust him to. I just wouldn't trust him. The fact that he's involved in this makes everything worse, in fact. Look, I'm sorry, I wish I could have spoken earlier, just... I mean, you even saw how he treated Casimira. The man has... Some people are bad because they have two faces. I don't know how many that bastard has. But the one he was showing you was certainly false. Either way, I think we're on our own if he's the only person we're able to speak to about this.
Well, I wasn't really doing it for help. I was doing it to, again, be petty.
That's true.
Maybe make a little nudge in the, hey, we gotta be wary that this guy will disappear at any time if he gets information that is really important to him for some reason.
I suppose so. Well, I hope it works. I'm sorry, I have so little faith.
No, I
need a drink.
don't blame you. Okay.
I don't want
I guess
this, whatever they paid for. No, thank you. She gets up.
I guess we should go downstairs then.
I don't judge.
Is it like a beer?
Eat the rich people's food. It's fine. I'm just being petty.
Well, I hate to. They'll probably. I hate to think they throw it out, you know?
All I wanted to go to waste the crumbs all over his mouth.
Yeah. Just, like, turns around, just, like, empty and whatever. But that's really the same things. Like, yeah, he doesn't like to. He wouldn't want to waste stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you a little later then, Sam. I guess we'll take a drink downstairs.
I'm literally just like, yeah, it's sad that all this has to go in my bag now.
Won't be eating fresh. Gosh.
Yeah.
Speaking
pull out Ziploc
of,
bags and I'm like,
I never actually checked if my pouch of treasury got all of its money taken or not.
You didn't.
Luckily, the money that was paid was out of Sam's money, but
You didn't. Are you checking it now?
Yes.
So
you
stay
had to
back
dump
in
out
that
all the
room.
money.
Yeah. So you
For a
stay back in
second,
that room
yeah.
and dump out all the money. Okay.
Yep.
So you're gonna spend some time counting it. You will find that half of it is missing.
Bastard.
what do you do?
I can't
you count
have
out
a
loud?
silver piece, can I? So, or do I change that into copper?
5 copper.
Okay. So
If you actually count, if you actually have the proper coins, count it like listed in there, then it would be half rounded up. So it would, instead of being a half of silver, it'd be a whole silver. But if you only counted the gold amount, then yeah, half.
no,
of the
I
silver
have
is 5
one
copper.
silver piece. That's why I'm like,
Then you do not have a silver piece.
okay, yeah, that's why. Okay. Go
And
on.
then
I'm
she gets
doing
you
math.
from-
I'm bad at
Cool.
math.
So then that means the first person you will see, Eli, is Rahala, seeming to storm out of the kitchen.
Well, I will, wave her down. I guess as soon as.
They kind of
Like,
wave
I
at
Good
her,
shackles.
and
Yep,
She holds up
shackles
like a-
and all,
she
jingly,
holds up
rattly,
a finger.
everything.
and you see like the bartender pour something. She takes a shot. He pours something else. She takes another shot, and then she walks over to you. Okay. I am excited to see you. I'm also very concerned. Were you followed?
Considering I was teleported here, probably not.
Okay, so you don't
From
have,
the
like...
office to here, probably so. He
Okay.
had not to follow me, jingling around like crazy.
Okay, so then we don't leave each other's sight, and when the others come, we all stick to a group, because, you know, that person that captured you is
Yep.
probably, maybe, if there's any chance that they're waiting outside, we really don't want to be caught alone.
No, that would be very true. We don't.
Do you know Lamal was the person we ended up meeting with?
I did. I saw him leave a minute ago.
I don't know what that means. It just can't be good.
Bad.
Okay.
All bad.
Anyway. How did you escape? I didn't know you could teleport.
Oh, I can't. I had a favor from Mishani, and
That
her
cop thing you
agent.
told me about.
He was able to escort me from the premises. I do believe we were seen right as we were leaving.
Damn it, that was going to be my next question. Okay.
Yeah, so we don't exactly have the element of surprise. Also, here's all my stuff.
Forgive me, Eli, I think that's like the least of our concerns right now. What if he shows back up and just like burns down the office or kills a bunch more people or...
I mean, all of those things could be done. I'm just saying he could do potentially more damage with my stuff as well, which is why it's important. There's not too much in there that's like really bad, but it could potentially cause an issue.
I should go get the others, shouldn't I? We should go get the others, shouldn't we? I mean, Sam seems to believe this man is extremely petty and also extremely powerful, and I don't like that combination.
Yeah, it's generally a bad combo.
Okay, we should go get them, just in case.
Okay.
He took half of my money. Well, at least he only took half. He could have taken it all, I guess.
What are you down to?
I have 4 copper and 32 gold.
Sam starts digging out gold.
Damn, it's not your job to pay me.
Well, no, you're my friend.
It's Ren's
And-
job to pay me.
Who?
Also,
Or not Ren.
yeah, sorry,
oh
we
my
just
God,
had a
wrong
big-
campaign.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Just drag him here to give me your
So,
money, old man.
as much as I,
He's heading there right now.
you know, I will reimburse you for on-the-job expenses. Being robbed is not an on-the-job expense.
Yeah, no, but regardless, it's Eli's job to pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you hear
but
footsteps
you-
approaching.
It's 5,
Oh.
50,
Who's that?
I've made 10 stacks of 5 gold.
Sam.
What?
You see
Someone's
Rahala.
approaching.
Huh?
You see
What?
Rahala first.
Oh. Oh, whew.
By
Hey,
the way,
Rahala.
Eli's back.
What?
I wave. Can we get these off me? I jangle the restraints.
And we're just like stack. What?
Oh,
Closes the door.
Do you want 50 gold or not? Sorry, that's
not right now. Not
that's
right
needed. Okay.
now. Eli, are you okay?
You know, I'm not a captive anymore. I think that's pretty okay. I was also not stabbed or skinned or anything else that would have been terrible that ran through my mind during my small amount of captivity.
What'd you do? Kick him in the shin and run like hell? Like,
No, I used the card.
oh yeah.
I had the bird guy take me to the office.
Oh, so then we have no way of getting rid of the info you're going to have this morning.
I mean, I just cast it again.
I mean, I heard that blows to your head can make you lose short-term memory, but
I'm not letting you hit me in the head, Sam.
and I was gonna have a Brong do it.
That's liable to kill him, Sam.
Yeah,
It's a risk
I
I'm
was gonna say,
willing
I
to
just
take.
survived. I just survived being kidnapped, I'm not going to willingly let someone just crush my head.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Eli, and hey, that takes a lot of the pressure to actually go back, but we did promise I have not put her name on this note.
So we can go back, but I'm going to say this, and I mean, we should go back at Sam's house, right? It's very likely it's going to be booby trapped. It's very likely he won't be there because he saw me right as the agent teleported me away. So it's very likely that he's decided that firebombing the entire place or is setting it up to explode in some form or fashion is like the best thing he can do, and then he'll skedaddle out of there.
Yeah, I'm worried he's going to. I'm worried there's going to be some sort of retribution, like other than just that. Even, I mean, God lady. What if he kills her, or what if he goes after? Go ahead. Sorry.
Like legitimately, Lamia was having that same thought. She thought, "Oh God," and she got up and starts rushing her way down to get to the inn where the Ishla and Dave are.
Right. So
we know it takes a couple hours.
It's a 2-hour trip, generally speaking. You don't know if he has abilities.
If he could have abilities to get here faster, but
right. So we should circle the wagons.
You rush past them, throw open the door, and you see a staircase leading down.
Oh, guys, I think there's magical nonsense happening.
Oh, isn't
there always?
Isn't there always? Was that not there before?
Eli, did you come upstairs?
It feels like I went upstairs.
I just shrug.
The answer's
look, I didn't know that was the only door. Anyways, look, I've had a very long harrowing night, and also, can somebody get these off me? I just keep holding my hands up.
I didn't bring tools.
I give him a tug.
It hurts your wrists.
Not that way, please. And
how fond are you of your
cutting
hands?
off my hands? I knew you were gonna go there. Without.
I could probably take the thumb off and get them off that way. Only part of the hand.
No part of my hand is to be detached from me.
What about the pinky?
Lamia, you smell flowers coming from underground.
I don't even think you really need your pinky.
Oh,
guys, it kind of smells nice down there.
Yeah, it's probably Shaluvi because he sent a carrot to help me escape. So I'm assuming he knows what.
Lead with that next time.
What's with him and root vegetables talking?
Maybe it's easier for them to talk.
Maybe they're nicer
to them.
You hear from the stairwell. You hear Shaluvi reply. It says, "They are sturdy. They can last a bit longer. Please."
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'll start headed down. I'm like, well, I'd rather talk to carrot than celery, but that's just me.
I'm just glad he spoke. I really hope it's not a trap. What if somebody makes themselves sound like him? She's like following and talking. Because, they know we trust him. And what if we get down here? What if it's just teeth or something? I don't know.
Then they're very magical at making a whole load of teeth. I don't know. Just give it a go. What other choice do we have at this point?
I've heard from a horror story my dad once told me that there was like a cave full of teeth at one time, so I guess it could be possible. It could be just teeth.
I am the only one with teeth down here.
That's reassuring. Let's go.
You keep heading down. Eventually, you finally see light. You get to the bottom of the stairs, you'll make a left turn and turn into a room. The stairs also, by the way, do spiral. You walk for quite a while, and then you finally see some light ahead. And as you enter into that next room, you appear to be in a large, very well-made workshop of sorts. It is absolutely overgrown with vegetation. There's blooming flowers, some are still just budding. There's light coming from different spots. It's sort of hard to like pinpoint an exact location, and the ceiling is covered so thoroughly in plant life that you can't tell if it's a ceiling or just like an odd canopy that sun's shining through. The light is dim, thanks to that. But at a table surrounded by other plants with a few shelves of different vials and odd trinkets and things, standing at that table is, of course, Shaluvi, who appears to be speaking very quietly to a small cluster of flowers next to him as you enter. And then he like holds up a hand to the flowers as if to like cut them off, and looks up at you and says, "Good. I have long anticipated your re-arrival. I hope you come bearing good news."
That entirely depends.
Yeah, I was just saying that depends a bit. So, well, we found the name you're seeking, but
You see some chairs are like walking over to you, like the legs are literally like walking.
we're not entirely sure if we can give it to you.
Explain.
Well, for one, right now I don't know it. And for two, we were specifically asked by the bearer of said name not to give it to you.
Let's see.
Or at least Sam was. I shouldn't say we. I wasn't there for that part.
Of course, it's missing, of course. That unfortunately means any conversation we try to have around it will be stunted until it returns. Well, you're welcome to stay here until morning.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. Could we gather some friends to also bring them here? We're having a bit of an issue with someone else who's trying to get this name, and they're going about it in a far less scrupulous way than you are at the moment, with some lots of threats of physical violence and destruction and potentially dismemberment. And
Murder
can you
is
just
last
off me?
arson.
I just hold the shackles up.
Yes. I assume you would like those removed.
Please.
He waves a hand, and you can see a vine begin to very slowly like crawl its way down the wall and like snake along the ground over towards you. You got a little bit of time before it gets there. Let's like walk over to it, but it isn't moving very fast.
Right. Well.
Just give it some time.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll just stand here.
Tell
just
me
kind of do that
about
thing where you
these-
like rock back and forth.
Friends of yours, this, I guess, a group that you need to bring here.
Yeah. So we've got multiple people, I guess, who depend on us who have been threatened. Excuse me, pardon me. So we've got my employees, but also these two people that we kind of found on our quest for the name, who are under our protection at the moment.
In the guard.
In that guard lady, yes.
Well, I really rather not there be a ton of people to learn of this place, but this is very important to me. Fine. Collect them. Tell me which doorway you would like to use to enter this domain again.
Can we just use the door to my office?
Certainly.
Right. I kind of look around at everybody because, we gather everybody we meet back there. Makes sense?
And it makes sense, but isn't there a chance it could be on fire soon?
I shrug. We're supposed to be getting them before it's on fire?
I suppose we'll need to walk through it before it burns down.
Yeah, that would be the best.
If that does not work, use the same one you used just now.
Okay. Sounds good.
He does sound more tired than you're used to, also. But by that time, the vine finally gets there. Jeez. Okay.
Anyway.
The vine seems to snake its way kind of up your leg, crawls along the side of your body, then down your arm, then wraps around the the middle of the shackles. And then it almost feels like it's the whole thing is like a muscle, and it flexes. You can feel the constriction kind of along your arm and your leg for a second. If this thing was hostile to you, probably would have just snapped that whole side of your body into powder. It almost makes you jump for a second, and you hear this loud as the metal just snaps. You can see sparks seem to sail across it, and all of these runes go up across the shackles. They seem to fizzle away along the length of it. It was definitely magic, and it definitely just got broken. And the ivy starts to work its way back down.
If these bells, or if any of these things had tracking on it, because I know the bells are far away, closer, or whatever. Mm-hmm. When we went here, that's probably a really interesting information he got of considerably and possibly far away.
I was further.
Speaking of that, you guys should probably just take those off.
Oh yeah,
because
it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess you could kill my chickens, but
unfortunately, there's a chance that that's already happened.
Yeah,
I do apologize for that, but
no,
we have no choices.
Okay.
You're worth more to me than several chickens.
Just several, not like.
There's a number in his head he's not saying. But
Oh, okay then. Lamia will take hers off, but she will put it in her backpack.
Okay.
I don't know if that has the effect that we want. If it's on you, it might still work.
Then why did he have us put it on?
He likes the idea of us being sheep with bells.
Actually, Rahala, you managed to identify them. Does it matter if it's actually equipped or not?
Equipped. Not particularly. It just needs to be in your possession. Is that bag an extra dimensional space?
No.
Then that's not going to help.
Okay. Eli, let's throw it in your backpack.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my bag.
Yeah, he doesn't have his bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
I just set it on the nearby desk or whatever, just wherever Shalubi has.
Lamia's gonna throw hers out when we get out of here.
You set it down, and a bunch of ivy immediately grows over it. Then it goes back.
I think I need to have a talk with Shalubi.
I would prefer we save that conversation to when there is not a gap in my memory where this concept belongs.
Wait, hold on. So, does the gap ungap when the information becomes unhidden, or when you know it?
When it becomes unhidden. See, I will not learn the name, because I did not know it before.
Okay.
But I only know that there is a name. All of the places where I would recall any specific bits of information that lead me to it are missing. When something enters the Hollow Archive, it can become very complicated.
Got it. So very similar to how, I know something, but I have no idea what it is.
Precisely. It could affect how I can converse regarding it.
No, that's completely reasonable. Makes total
This is-
sense.
Then he responds again to Sam and says, "But if you had something else you wish to speak on, then that is fine."
No, just about a celestial body that I saw.
Oh, this is going to
Nuts.
sound weird. It's just something that stood out ever since Sam told us about it. Why would anyone call you Dark Moon?
The thing he
yeah.
was about to talk about.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, is that what Sam was specifically?
Yeah,
I thought.
Celestial
Yeah.
body being a bit, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was the little
Yeah.
girl.
Well, no.
This is why would I would prefer to have this entire conversation later.
All right, cool. Let's get out here to get the not hostages, but they may as.
Yeah, we'll get our hostages. We'll take his hostages hostage.
You can't hostage. I've already hostage.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I've already hostaged them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Let's go get people.
You guys just want to go? Do you want to have Rahala stay here or no?
Rahala wants to stay here. That's
She
up to
did
her.
say we should all go as a group.
Yes.
I was gonna say, by default, she's going to go with you. I was just presenting the
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
case you wanted to
We
be
should
like.
all- I say we should all go as a group. So before we leave that, I'm gonna be like, so he's going to ask you a lot of complex questions about ethics and morals and moons. I have one question. I saw a really freaky thing with like a tentacle face. Are there more of those?
Is that the only one, or is there like a whole squad? Like
Is this like a thing I'm gonna have to worry about in my life?
they got a house somewhere? Like he
Yeah.
thinks for a second and goes, "Oh, I believe I know what you speak of. Yes, there are countless, but you are unlikely to see more in your lifetime, unless you go traipsing about the ethereal."
What about
Or the
the
astral.
crystal dog with extra legs? How many of
That
those
description,
are apparently
I do
they're
not
pretty cool.
understand.
Yeah. Trying to talk about the thing on the boat.
Oh, the
Mhm.
thing on the boat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
Uh,
you're talking about. He doesn't. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Uh,
I don't know.
what about,
either. You told me briefly, but that
baby
was the
laser
description you
eyes?
gave
What
me.
about
Yeah,
those?
that was almost the
Guys,
description
we,
you gave
we
me.
can
should
talk
go.
about
Yes,
this kind
let's
of
go.
thing later.
Baby laser eyes.
We can
Eyes.
walk and talk.
What about demon cherubs?
all right, so you guys head out. So where are you going first?
Lamia's concerned about Dave and Ishla.
Yeah,
Let's
that's,
go for
that's
the
where we go first because
weakest.
they are
The most vulnerable.
innocents in our charge.
Okay.
And
So,
they were the
do
ones
me a
that were
favor.
first kidnapped.
So we know Dave and Ishla, right? We'll count them
Mhm.
as one person for the sake of this. How many? Like, give me a list. Who all are you trying to gather?
Them, Mayor, and Hattie probably because we have Rahala with us.
Yeah. I don't
And
know
the
if
guard.
he would.
Though, I forget
Yeah,
her
would
Yeah,
we want to get the
um,
guard?
name. I
Okay.
keep forgetting her name.
Yes. I think we would want to get the guard because she has
Is-
been kidnapped and technically is an eyewitness.
Yeah. And has probably more, her testimony would probably have more, like we're trying to get
everybody.
evidence,
Impact.
for example. Yeah.
that's
Because
everybody.
she is a sworn person.
Um,
I mean, if Hattie's mom and dad want to come, I'm not going to say no.
Counting the people who
Uh,
are with us already, then yes.
Counting people who are with you, of course. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So of the four of us right here. Are we gonna get Verbron?
oh, yeah, we should bring Verbrong. I mean, he can take care of himself, but we already know that the dude
Yeah.
can knock him out.
I was gonna say. I mean, he can, but yeah, he got captured.
Yeah. But I assume
Five.
that happened when he's like asleep and like unaware. A whole lot of extra stuff going on with that.
Right.
Well, that may be true. He has to sleep sometime.
Fucking damn.
Oh, yeah.
There it goes.
But
I mean, have
yeah,
you
I
seen him when
believe-
he's asleep? I wouldn't approach him when he's asleep.
No,
But
he
I
just
believe
stands
that's
there.
everyone that's part of the office, and okay, part of the office and who are involved in this unfortunate circumstances.
You don't have to say that in character. So you can. So okay, just finalize. This is the whole gang.
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. If we forgot somebody, whoops.
Cool. Okay. So so we go back to the inn. You gave them money for an inn. You did tell them to go to that specific one, right? The Rooster or whatever that you stay at.
Oh,
Or because I thought you just gave them money.
No, I went with them because I made
You went with
sure
them?
to get an idea if they were felt safe there, and this is where you could be if you need it to talk to us and such. I do remember hearing that when I re-listened to today's.
Cool. Good. Then you know exactly where they are. You head over there. It is nighttime, so you knock on the inn's doors. Takes a little bit, and then finally the innkeeper's just like, "Can I help you? We don't have any more rooms." And
Excuse us. We need to speak with two of the members in one of the rooms, Dave and Ishla. One's
you're the lady who was with them. All right. If you do mind waiting outside for a moment.
Of course.
He's like already closing the door. Your closed locks. A couple minutes pass, and then finally you hear the locks come back undone. Opens it and says, "All right, come in, please. Just have a seat. I'll have them come out to talk to you."
Okay, thank you.
It's like fucking 3 more people start filing in. He's like, okay, and closes the door behind you, and walks off, and then finally, Dave and Ishla come out. They get up there. They both look very tired. You can see like the look of dread on Dave's face. He's like, "Something else happened, didn't it?" Oh.
She'll point at Eli.
Gesture at Eli. Yeah.
Yeah. They both look surprised. Like he goes, "Oh," and he's like looking at Eli, and like Ishla like nudges him, and she like looks at him. She's Eli. It's like, "Yeah, I saw. Ow." So good news then. Wow, that's a surprise.
Well, we're still retreating to a potentially safer place for tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So get to go get some magic stairs, but first we got to gather a couple more people.
Oh. So we're going into hiding again?
For the day.
Just for the night, as far as I understood.
Okay. He translates. You can tell by the tone of voice and like his facial expression, he does not believe that it's only. Oh, just for tonight. He's like, okay, sure, guys. Cool. So you get him. Who do you go to next? Or you get both of them. Who do you go to next?
I mean, I think we would just go to whoever's closest. Because we're trying to make this go as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You know what? Technically, Varbrong would have been the closest, so he's with you. We'll count him as with you, because he would have been. It's night, so he would have been working at the coin collar as a bouncer, because that's when he's awake. That's when he's most easily awake. So you just had to be like, Varbrong, we need you to come with us, and he's like, oh, okay. She tells him he's leaving. So yeah, you got Varbrong. So that means closest. So that means furthest from you will be Kalan, because she lives in Fay Alley. And then we go. So from furthest to closest, it's Kalan, Hattie, Mayor. Is that so? You're gonna go in. So you're gonna go get Mayor, then Hattie, and then Kalan. That's the plan.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Actually, shouldn't we like start with Kalan and like go backwards, because then we'll be getting closer to Alduin's logistics and retrieval.
Maybe we started at the coin collar, which is not particularly by Alduin's.
Well, yeah, you had to. She lives in Fay Alley. The coin collar's in Fay Alley. You had to pass her to go get Dave and Ishla first.
Yeah. So since
Yeah.
we went and got them first, that makes sense. Okay. Well,
Okay, no,
Because you
Lamia
would have
will
had to go
just
out of
say
your
it
way a
straight.
little bit, right? But go ahead.
right.
Lamia will just say it straight out. I think we should get Colon first because she is a eyewitness and he may know where she's at. She might be one of the first ones that's targeted besides the business.
I mean, that's sound reasoning. I just feel like it's going to add so much extra time to what we're doing, and time is so important.
So, just because you guys have experienced it before, I'm not going to try to gotcha with this. Because it is night, getting in and out of the city is kind of precarious, and you have to go outside the walls to go into Fay Alley again. If it, like, let's say you leave and then the guard changes, like the shift changes or something, and you try to get back in, they're not going to remember that you were the same people who left. You may have trouble getting back in.
Then I guess that
Just
tells
so
us
you
we need to go faster, like now, because we want to make sure the same people see us.
Yeah. Or, of course, you can always, like, when you're leaving, you can try to, like, talk to them and tell them what's going on or anything like that. I don't know what you guys want to
True.
do.
We could also just try and use the door in the coin color again, right? Because he said we could use the same door.
Yeah, if the other fails.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want to do? Do you want to go after? Who do you want to go after next? I guess if you need to discuss it further, then I'll be quiet.
Well, we'll just do Kalam. The idea is fine. I feel like it's going to add time, but I also feel like it's going to potentially prevent us from having another run-in with the guards.
Okay.
If everybody's okay with that. I mean, I'm sure you are because you gave the idea of a panda.
Because I was the one that suggested it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So back out and rush back over into Fay Alley. Yeah, it does take a little while. Unfortunately, yeah, it does take a bit of time. But as you're getting out there, like as you're leaving the gates and such, one of the guards does call. He's just like, "What are you guys doing? You keep running in and out. We're gonna close these soon."
We are gathering people currently for a very important what's the word I want?
Business meeting?
Meeting, because that is what we're doing. I wasn't going to say meeting. I was going to say a better word.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
fair enough.
Nah, meeting's good. I like simple words. Okay, well, look, try not to take too long. I got about 30 minutes left before we're gonna switch out, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Sure do. We plan to be back pretty quick.
All right, well, don't let me keep you.
Be on our way.
Skedaddle. Yeah, you're pretty sure you can make it 30 minutes. Pretty sure. You gotta kind of put a move on, but you can do it. With that being said, Sam, your drugs wear off, fam.
Oh shit.
And you
I did take a nap
you
at some
feel that.
point.
That's actually why it didn't happen earlier. It's because your metabolism slowed down. Because it was gonna happen right away. Yeah, you immediately can tell when it happens. Like, colors aren't quite as bright. It feels like you are moving in slow motion. And all of your limbs feel heavy, your clothes feel way too heavy. You go straight from speed demon to exhausted. You have both exhaustion and fatigue.
Quick, we're wrong. Carry him.
Yeah, Sam goes from moving speedily to just like, oh, makes that noise. Oh, guys. Yeah,
Oof.
medicine wore off.
Yeah, you on drugs. or off of drugs, I guess, too. Now, that doesn't look great on you, Sam.
Oh no. I'm not good.
Do you mind being carried?
Yep, you look rough. We gotta hustle our bustles though.
Yeah, I think if you move too fast, I might regurgitate all those bar peanuts I ate earlier. No,
That's a price I'm willing to pay.
all
Yeah,
right.
feed the birds. It's fine.
Need me to carry.
Thank you for Brom. I appreciate you, my friend.
You know,
Varong
for
is not a
problems-
gentle man. So when he picks you up, it's like the first time you've ever gone on a roller coaster that goes like straight up. Where you're like,
Yeah.
I know what to expect. No, you fucking didn't. Like you're just up onto a shoulder. I need you to roll a fortitude save real quick. And Lamia, I need a constitution check.
Oh, hey, time to get more non-lethal.
So Sam, you steel yourself as you feel the first oomph of that lift, and
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
you did.
That's actually 2 lower than that. Because the alk bonus is from that medicine. Correct.
Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta take that off. Yeah.
So that's off.
So-
now.
so
Or
it's
wait,
22.
sorry, no, it wasn't added. It was. Don't
Put
worry
it
about
as
it.
a note.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you,
but as
uh,
a note.
You get
So it is
hoisted
fine.
up, and you manage to keep your lunch down. You don't gain the sickened condition. Lamia, you succeeded. So you're gonna take some more non-lethal, but no other ill effects right now. You're starting to
And
feel a bit
still
lightheaded,
starvation?
though. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You are starting to feel lightheaded, especially like moving this quickly and working this hard at this point. You know that's only going to keep getting worse, but
Yep.
you're on time limit.
Yep.
Let's make your checks. You rush your way over, and you make it to Kalan's house. And before we try to figure out what that's going to be like, we will take our break.
Hey,
You're muted also.
break that.
Dave. So,
Yeah, I said thank goodness.
So we will be back at. We'll be back at we'll say 9:20. We'll say 20 after, and we will continue at that point. So to the away screen.
See you in a bit, guys.
All right, we're back.
You.
Hopefully you all missed us, and if
Yes.
not,
Hi,
then,
everybody.
I guess don't miss us. You'll have to hit us next time.
Hit or miss.
My AC is low, so that should be easy.
I guess I never miss. Huh?
Okay, so you guys arrive at Kalan's place. You do see several of the different houses and things around here. Not all of them have windows. A lot of these don't, as I described them before. Kind of just small, grouped little buildings. Excuse me, sorry, everybody. Effectively, very cheap apartments for Saikan. And you noticed her place didn't have windows before or anything, but it does have a door. And through most of the doors, you can see a little bit of light. Maybe someone's got a lantern lit in there, some kind of light source. They're reading, they're having dinner, whatever. Hers is dark. Who's gonna go knock or try to get her or whatever?
Not me.
Oh, okay, then Lamia will go.
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna say I will
currently-
because it'll be the funniest if I will, since I traded myself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Excuse me. So is it Lamia or Eli?
I mean, me. I'll go do it.
Okay. So you walk up, knock a few times, and when you knock, even if you're not knocking like the police or nothing, there's like a It's just such a small place that the knock obviously carries, and you immediately hear what sounds like somebody falling out of bed, and then like, fuck. Hello?
Oh, yes. Hi, it's me, Eli. We
What?
need you.
Hold on. You hear like some like thudding, something metal clanging against rock, and then you finally see some light come out from under the door. You hear a chain, and then finally the door partially opens, and like she's like eye level with you, so you just see like an eye appear in like the crack of the door, and then she looks really surprised. And goes, "Shit, you are that guy. Did you? Oh, it's all of you. Oh, so they got you out already?" And she opens the door.
Yes and no. I got me out through some favors owed and magical means. But now we're all potentially in danger. So, if you would come with us, please.
Oh. Okay. I was. Sure. Yeah. Let me just. Can I grab some things?
Yep, but do be quick about it. We need to get back to the gate before the guards change, so they'll let us back
Oh
in.
shit! Right. You can all roll me perception checks, by the way.
I was gonna say I'm keeping an eye out. Yeah, perception.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good when I'm
Exhausted. Yeah, it sucks. And yet you still rolled pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't roll good. Never mind. But you have a great perception check.
Yeah. My modifier is carrying me.
Excuse me. Damn.
I mean, you rolled better.
So you're all actually getting a +4 to this. I didn't say initially, so I had to double check something. So we've got a 24, a 32, and a 29. Nice. Is anyone rolling luck? Excuse me.
Do you guys mind if I do? Because I get that scary feeling.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's 36 then.
Damn.
Or no, 35. That's a 35.
That is indeed a 35. Okay. Oh, wrong person. 1 second. Okay, so she turns away and kind of goes to like push the door, kind of just like push it not all the way closed, but like to where it's just obscuring. And it's you, Lami. You're the one who notices, right as she's starting to move away. Her hair moves just a little bit, and you can see there's like a bit of discoloration right on like where the scalp is. Like just barely notice it. And then as you do, you realize you're seeing small scales.
She wasn't.
She didn't know she was Vishkanya.
She? Right there.
No, she was Demi.
Okay, yeah, Lummy will just say, wait, that's not her.
Okay.
What? Just like on Verbrong's back. What?
So, I guess this will be... So, Eli, you're the one in front of the door. So, Eli, you roll initiative. I'll roll initiative.
It's pretty good, Eli.
If you want to luck that, go ahead before I roll. If you luck it, I can't danger die it.
I mean, why not, right?
Maybe, may as well. All right, 6.
That's why, but it's fine. It's fine.
It means he can't danger die, so if he rolls bad, then it's bad.
I rolled bad.
Like that.
Holy crap! Okay, it's a tie right now.
I rolled bad. Okay. All right, so Eli, Lamia shouts, "Wait, that's not her!" And you can see Colin like kind of tense and like stop. You don't see what Lamia saw, not yet at least. But what is your immediate response to that?
That's a good question. Because I don't know.
You just try to make it where she can't stop, like close the door. Or you try to cast a spell. Try to get inside. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Gosh.
Yeah, I guess I would. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try and thunderstomp real fast. Just knock her off her feet.
Okay.
Go for that trip.
How good are the foundations of these houses? Yeah.
I mean, you don't really know. It depends. Saving throw. Why does it say none? What kind of save is it? Or no, it's not a save. It's a you have to roll.
Yeah, it's just it's like a trip. Yeah, so I get to use my charisma.
Yeah.
Instead of BAB, or instead of strength and caster level instead of BAB.
Yes, go for it. I was finding their flat-footed CMD. My caster level we're 8, right? Yeah. Yes.
8.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a bit hard to defend.
Are you keeping a 28?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
Okay, you knock her down. Just there's a sudden just rumbling, like thunderous noise. You actually see some of the lights in the houses nearby flicker. Like maybe it rattled whatever lanterns or whatever they have. You can see the lantern that's lit kind of in the corner of her spot, like waver, and like the flame inside of it like flickers a little bit as well. She suddenly just boom, like just hits the ground very suddenly. Looks really surprised. She like rolls onto her back. All right. So that's that. As their reaction, or as their action here, they turn invisible. They're just seemingly gone. Okay. If everyone else would like to roll initiative, you can. Give me 1 second, though. You have to be on a map where you can actually do that. We could use this theater of the mind when I just have to get rid of what's on here. Don't worry, chat. There's not an actual map. This is just so they can roll initiative properly.
Are we good to roll?
If you can see the map, yes. If you can click your token, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a token for her, actually. We're gonna use...
Am I just using my same initiative that I had?
Yeah, let me throw you up here.
Does that mean she gets to keep her same initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. It makes me optimistic.
She rolled a 3 total, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I also rolled... Well, I rolled... My initiative bonus is 0 at the moment, because my dex is real bad now.
Okay.
It happens when you're exhausted and fatigued.
Right. Okay, you guys are all going to react first. Then if the NPCs have to have turns, we'll get to that. But it's not a big enough place for all you guys for you plus all the NPCs to fit in. So that may not matter. But let's do the thing. Descending order. Okay. So first, Lamia. So you see that happen. What is your reaction?
Well, Lamia doesn't know they turned invisible, so she is going to rush to the doorway and then see nothing and be like, shit, where'd you go? But she's within the doorway, so basically blocking the way, hopefully.
Okay. I will tell you, it's a narrow enough doorway that people aren't going to be able to get past you. Like, your allies aren't just going to freely get to go past you because it's too narrow of a space.
I think that's fair.
So you would be blocking the whole thing off. But that's up to you. Like, you would know that in character that you're going to be stuffing up the whole spot.
Yeah, I think for now that would be the most pertinent way to do this.
Okay. You are unarmed?
No, I have at least my dagger. A dagger.
Okay, so you draw a dagger when you move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
And that's it? You
Yep.
ready in action, or act like you've been there before, Molly?
Yeah, no. I know. I'm just thinking that, like, I didn't see her just disappear. So when I'm asking what, actually, you know what? If she appears,
you would have. Like, you were the one who saw the. You know, like you spotted the weirdness, so you had eyes on her. Yeah.
I will ready to trip if she's within my range.
Okay.
I'm typing it in the thing.
Okay. Next up is you, Eli. You can't really see inside very well now because Lamia's in the way.
Right. And they turned invisible, yes?
Yes. They turned invisible or they teleported. Either way, you can't see them there now.
I don't know what else to do. I guess I'll prepare a spell to... Sorry. Checking. I want to incapacitate, not kill. So I'm trying to think of what to do. I mean, I guess I'll prepare blindness if I see them.
Fair. Okay.
I'll put that and then I'll put it in the chat.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Next is their turn. Okay. Already used that. Some of these are not worth it. Okay. I have to secret roll this. Cool. All right, her turn is over. Sam.
So Eli's inside the building. Lamia's in the door.
No, Eli's outside. He did a stomp.
Eli's outside. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
he's
he
in the
stomped
doorway.
from. Okay. I can't really get inside.
Yeah, he was like right outside the door. Then Mommy is now in the doorway.
I don't have anything good I can do. Because I don't necessarily. Yeah, I'll have my bow out, and I'll prepare an action, single attack to. Because draw action, or move action draw. Because I wouldn't just have my bow out all the time.
Yeah, no.
And if I see this person appear, I'll take an attack on her with a regular arrow. So I'm just going to type that in.
Right, go ahead and put that in the chat.
They appear. I guess with a clear shot, of course, or a clear shot. I know
if they appear in
I'm
the
shooting
building,
through a
there's no clear
doorway.
shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna have total cover. So, or well, improved cover technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, put that in the chat, please, and we'll move on top of the initiative. Lamia.
Okay. Lamia will say, "I'm gonna go in," and she's gonna go into the house, for like a better word.
Building,
Building, yeah. And there is one thing she'll look for besides the stupid, not stupid, the who the person is. There seem to be like lanterns or oil or fire, like things
I
that
said there
would
was
light
a
on
lantern in
fire.
there.
Yeah, one lantern, but there
Yeah.
seem like more.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not at a glance. But there's not really. It's just like one open space here. So you see one that's lit. Nothing else stands out.
Well, Lamia's going
Are
to
you-
take her turn to try and search.
You're gonna search. Okay. Cool. So give me a perception, please. 25. Nice. Keeping that.
I mean, yeah, I'll keep that.
Okay. So you kind of look around the room. You see, you see the lantern over there that's been kind of jostled, sitting on like a small crate. You can see, like, kind of at the back of the place, there's essentially what amounts to like a camp stove. Probably the kitchen for this area. There's like a box you can see some clothes kind of hanging out of. You can just see like basic things that a person would use. You can see her bed just like kind of stuffed into the corner over there. Just a simple cot, bedroll, blanket. The blanket is kind of odd shaped now that you really look at it. It looks rumpled in sort of the way you would to hide to like have a person hide in there.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming I can't look at that in this turn, right? Because I moved in, I spent time looking around.
Yeah. Did you just like 5-foot step in, or you won't be able to move either? Like if you 5-foot stepped, obviously, but
No, Lamia would have actually went in. So
gotcha. Okay. So yeah, got all the way in, and then you had to spend your standard to search in that case. So yeah,
Yep.
you can't interact with it this turn then.
But I can say something's wrong with the cot, or not cot.
It's
Bed.
a cot. It is a cot.
Oh, it is a cot. Okay,
Yeah,
I did
cot.
hear that then. Something's wrong with the cot.
All right, Eli, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll go stick myself inside and use my movement to get closer to the bed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep my spell prepared.
Just keep that prepared for now. Okay. That's done. I've already rolled for this person. Done. All right, Sam. You still don't see her.
Yeah, both of them have moved in. I'm going to move into the doorway. Bow still drawn, so I'm going to just keep the same action as last time, just in the doorway now.
Gotcha. Okay. Top of the initiative, Lamia.
Okay, so she'll shoot Eli a be prepared look, and she's gonna go towards the cot and see, hey, is there a person in there, and oh, is it a dead body? That'd be great. That's a
It-
cherry on top of the pancake.
Well, how do you are you just like pull the blanket off? Do you just like shove the person, or what you think is a person?
I would
flip
pull
the
the
cot,
blanket
like-
off.
Okay. So you grab part of the blanket, pull it off. There's Kalan. You don't. I mean, you can make a check to see if she's alive.
I
You're
don't
trying to
have
tell
healing.
immediately.
But yeah, I would try and see if she's breathing. I would try.
Okay.
So that is a heal check, though.
Yes. It's not very high unless there's some shenanigans going on. An unnatural
She's
negative
dead.
one. Your
Was
hand's
her,
going. You can't tell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're just like.
Okay, Lamia will say, "Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's Kalan."
But yeah, you guys can see. You know.
Aim the bow at her. No. No.
All right, so it's
I
Lamia's
know
and Eli.
it's 2.
I mean, I'm just gonna stay in the exact same spot, keep my spell prepared. Since we now know that Kalan is there, the imposter has to be somewhere. Sam's in front of the door.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not my turn yet. Sorry.
Okay, so Eli stays put. Their turn. Okay. All right, Sam. I'm pretty sure 25 hits your flat-footed, right?
Which? I mean, yeah, but like, I'm still checking. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but okay. Okay, so you are going to take some damage as a dart hits you in the neck. One second. Let me see how many damages this is.
Make that fortitude check.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, shut up. 5d6. That's how many. Plus a d2. Okay, so you're going to take 19 points of damage. And I do need a fortitude save from you.
I'm gonna destroy my computer.
Yeah, 13's not great. Would you like to luck that? Okay, 17 is a lot better.
Yeah, so, sorry, I'm still doing them.
Significantly better. So
Come on, brain.
Check the DC. That might have beat it, even with the enhancement. Okay. You succeed at your save. However, you are still going to be hampered, meaning even though you already can't walk or run or run or charge, or you can't run or charge, sorry, because you're exhausted, you still can't, and you also move at half speed.
I don't see hampered on here.
It's not a normal condition, it's from Unchained Rogue.
Oh, okay.
All of your speeds are reduced by half, and you cannot take 5-foot steps.
Okay. Do they appear?
Technically, they are no longer invisible, but you don't necessarily know where they are.
Okay.
Blowguns are very quiet, and this one is especially quiet. So on your turn, which is now, if you'd like to try to make if you want to use your move action to try to search, you can.
I'll do that.
Okay, give me perception.
Yep.
$29, nice. Hold on. Okay, cool, yeah. I had to double check my distance, make sure I wasn't tripping. You spot them. Looks like they are
outside,
behind you, about 40 feet.
some distance away.
Yeah. Look back and you manage to see them lowering a blowgun. Still looks like Kalan.
Mm-hmm.
That was your move action. Continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I got a attack, correct? Single.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yell an expletive. It's gonna get somebody to tell me language, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna loose the arrow at her.
Go for it.
Regular arrow. Longbow.
I mean, you are exactly right. I would just be like, language.
There's a
Okay. So it's 23. Nice. Keeping the 23.
Yes.
They catch the arrow. Stopped right before their throat.
Son of a bitch. No. Should
Now,
have
what
one
if
of the
it-
exploding ones. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ha! It's like, freaking fucker, take this bullshit.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
throw it back at you, but they did catch it.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta take down one of my arrows. Because I do kind of half-ass keep track of my arrows. Just because I know I have a shitload.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Especially
and
since
I-
you have special arrows.
Yeah. Well,
He
no,
does
I
keep track of
definitely keep
special.
track of the special arrows. Yeah. The
You shoot
regular
regular
arrows, I
ones
have
so
like
infrequently.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they catch that. That uses up that ability. And then
Yeah.
that's it for you, I'm assuming? Or do you
Yeah,
say anything else?
y'all would have known that I've whirled around and I've shot at somebody on the outside, so
Mhm.
I don't think I have to say anything.
Well, I
for
thought you
that.
said outside.
He did. You also
Okay,
see him
yeah.
turn around and fire at someone, too, so even more evidence. Cool. Top of the initiative, Lamia, you're up. At this point, you can now, enough time has passed, you can now tell that Kalan is breathing. She's very shallow, like she's asleep.
Okay. Well, she'll say, crap. Fabron, grab this, Kalan right here. And she's gonna go out to
He ain't gonna be able to get in there until y'all
I
are
got
out.
to curry both
Yeah.
of my asses.
15, 20,
I was in the doorway.
25. Oh,
Yeah,
you blocked
yeah.
the
I was
doorway
about to say,
entirely.
you
That's
gotta,
right.
You gotta stop, yeah.
You can just bulldoze me if you want. I'm not gonna be able to stop you.
Honestly, yeah, that's what she's probably gonna try and do. Because I can't
Right.
actually, like,
Yeah.
finagle or tumble through or anything because I have no ability. So,
Yeah, if she just push it, like I'm
So make me
a very weak person at the moment.
Yeah, he's weak.
dang it.
He doesn't really, he doesn't have the space to move out of the way or the like reaction to kind of get out of your way.
Yeah.
So it's just
yeah.
it's gonna come down to, I think it'll be a strength check, just a straight strength check for you.
Okay. Let's see if I roll my third one tonight. Okay, it wasn't.
It's not bad.
15. So we'll say that's where that move action gets you. You get him out of the way and you get out.
Okay.
Or sorry, 15. You get one more space, and that's where your movement ends.
Okay. And then was that also a standard to do that as well?
Nope.
Okay.
That's why I made you do
Then
the
she'll
check.
turn.
If you'd rolled bad
she'll do
enough,
hers.
it would have ate up your actions. I was going to tell you, but
Fair enough. And then she'll turn her standard into a move.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then she's done.
okay. Eli.
Though, sorry, during that move, can she get out her halberd?
If you drop the dagger, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dagger's dropped.
Okay, well, then I'm just gonna move.
Littering. You know what? Sorry.
Wherever I can see the duplicate and fire off my prepared action, which was to cast blindness.
Okay. Go for it. Oh, wait, you already did the thing and you failed to recover it, right?
That is correct. I did it. I did fail to recover.
Okay. I'm gonna double check. Oh, damn, I scrolled way too far. Sorry, hold on a second. There it is. Necromancy Curse, cool.
Bot, go away.
Yeah, alright.
That's three
Is that
bots
three of
in
them?
one
What? Oh my God,
deluge.
we're getting
Posting
popular.
the same link.
Hold on.
And no, they're not. So there is no battle map right now.
Yeah, I can pull you guys over if you really want to see what we're looking at. It's nothing deathful. Hold on a second.
Got him.
Good job, Panda.
You got 3 assists. You spotted him.
Okay, pretty sure 27 beats the DC.
Oh boy, I wonder what bot program is running like an auto search thing at the moment. It's like, oh, find people with less than 20 viewers or whatever.
Yeah, probably. They're probably just sending them to everything. Whoever's live. Yeah, DC 17. Okay, yeah. Succeeds. No blindness. Unfortunately not.
That'd be a critical success in Pathfinder 2.
And I think that was all your... Do you have anything with your Swift?
No, that's it for my turn. My character sheet is frozen, so I'm gonna refresh roll 20 real quick. But I just give you a heads up.
Thank you. Cool. Alright, now it's their turn. Just them and Lamia. Okay. For their first attack... Well, we'll see. This is versus your touch.
Cool.
16. I think a 16 probably hits your touch, but hold on. And let's see, there's no way you have a higher than 16 touch AC. Oh yeah, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. Roll a fortitude save.
Cool. There you are. At least that's my best score, but I have been rolling ones tonight. Ooh. Do you guys mind if I roll luck?
Go for it.
Okay, 16.
16. Cool. 16 fails by 1.
Yeah.
Lamia, as you approach, you see them. They kind of twirl the blowgun and seem to like tuck it behind themselves. They smile at you. You see them open their mouth, and something hits you in the face, and you go blind, completely blind.
Cool. Let me put that on my sheet.
What, first time?
Okay.
All right. So this means these other 2 attacks are also against your flat-footed while you're blind.
At least my flat foot is better than my touch.
Ooh, you know, actually, wait. Oh, this is a good opportunity to hurt someone, but also... there's, like, NPCs and shit that aren't on the map right now. Okay. They're gonna abort a full attack. You're not gonna get attacked anymore. You're just blinded. And they hit their a bandolier that you can't see, but you know it's a bandolier because you see them make the motion, and they disappear again. All right, Sam, you're up.
And they disappeared again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Invisible.
I cast a spell on myself.
Okay.
Sorry, other person that might need it. I also could die. So, hey, cool, I don't get it back. 10? Cool.
10. Nice. That is not bad. You are no longer hampered, by the way.
Nice. I'm just gonna stay where I am. There's no, or yeah, because I can't get back inside technically to check on anything. So I'm just going to. I can't prepare an action because I did anything. So that's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, oof, I actually forgot a thing. Hold on. Oh wait, no, they don't. They don't have a normal effect. Okay, yeah, you're just blind. Lamia. Yep. Okay, Sam's done. Lamia, still blinded.
Well, since it was like a powder or something, Lamia will take her turn to like rub her eyes and like, you know what you do when
Really
you
dig it
can't
into
really
the
see.
eyeball.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh, I gotta
Yeah.
get everything out.
You already said you're not trained in heal either, so I can't give you like a.
Nope.
That might be a bad idea. So, yeah, you reach up, you feel it. It feels wet, but like a little like viscous, like something got sprayed on your face, and it burns. Like your eyes actually burn and sting as if like you got sprayed with pepper spray or something.
Cool.
Like your skin is burning, and then as you try to like wipe it off, what little bit gets into your gauntlets, like your fingers and like hand starts to itch and also burn and ache. But you still can't see.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to assume that was
Water
my entire...
might help, if you have water, but yeah, definitely.
I'd
not
have to
rubbing
see it.
off. Well, you can feel that it's liquid or whatever, and like obvious. I will say it's obvious enough knowledge to most people that if you have something you don't want on your body, rinsing it or washing it off is also an alternative to wiping it with your hands. You don't have to see it to get that.
Well,
Granted,
then,
you used your action. I'm just saying for future
Yeah,
reference,
okay.
right?
Okay. Then I guess Lamia's done, because she's not moving while blind.
That's fair. Okay. Eli.
So I don't want to get blinded. That I mean, I'm not running up there. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm just gonna gloom blind bolt. Gloom blind bolt. That
She's
is a
invisible.
tongue twister.
You don't see
Oh,
her.
again? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You said that.
Do you ready that, or are you gonna do something else instead?
Yes. That is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ready it. So as soon as I see her.
Cool. Okay.
Hey, you finally recovered a spell tonight.
Right. Okay, that makes it her turn.
And then I 5-foot step out of the doorway just so I'm outside of the building. But I still want to be in front of the door so she can't get in there.
Makes sense. Yeah, okay. So, with that, you guys all stand at the ready. You take various actions. I will tell you, we are out of initiative. They have escaped. Few rounds pass, and then Lami, you finally kind of blinking, and you can. It's dark, so at first it's like, oh man, it's getting worse. There's weird shapes appearing in my vision, and you realize one of those shapes is probably Eli. So it's even worse. But but yeah, eventually, like your vision's blurry, and like your eyes and your face still hurts really bad, but you're no longer blind.
That, uh, well, I didn't get hit again. Where, did you guys manage to do anything?
No.
Her face is
They,
just
they got
red,
away.
and her eyes are like completely bloodshot.
Well, good thing we came here first, right? We need to. Fuck. We're not gonna be able to get back inside now, are we? I don't know how long that took. Let's just grab Kalon and run.
There's a
It
few
was
rounds.
like 3 things of combat. It's been like
Yeah.
3
I don't know
minutes.
how long it was until the combat itself ceased.
You,
so.
you still know it wasn't super long, right? 'Cause
Okay.
it's been
But-
4 rounds since you got blinded, so you know it hasn't even been a minute, right? It's just
Salami
like,
is
fuck,
kind of like we need to get her and get the
You're
Kalon
blind.
back inside.
I can't run.
She's not
Can
blind
I do a
anymore.
heal check? Oh, she's not? Okay.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it wears off.
Okay,
It takes a
cool,
few
cool.
rounds.
Alright. Can I do a heal check on her? Not Lamia, but
Oh, Kalon?
yeah, to see if she's poisoned or just asleep. Or, you know what I mean.
Yep, you can roll it.
Hold on, what's the other things I had? Because I don't think I have delayed poison. I had.
Well, roll the check first to see if it matters.
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry.
Ooh,
It's 29.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So as
It's
you're
about as high as I can
examining,
get without a natural 20.
right? So as you're examining her, are you keeping the 29 or are you rolling luck? Okay.
Yeah, get to 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you're examining her, it takes you not very long at all. A few seconds. You just kind of like reach over. It's probably that instinctive, like you like check the hair again. It's like, okay, now it looks more like she's all demi. Cool. And like as you're doing it, you see like the side of her neck. You can see where she probably got hit by a blowgun dart. It probably reminds you like, fuck. You have blowgun dart now. but yeah, she definitely got hit with one. She seems to be breathing steady. Your best guess, and you're pretty sure of this, is it was some kind of anesthetic. It's like a powerful one. And you can even feel there's like numbness sort of spreading where you got hit, so it's probably the same thing. It didn't, for some reason, you were able to resist it, and she wasn't.
Yeah. I'm built different. No,
But you're pretty damn sure she's just asleep until the poison wears off, which could take a while.
yeah, I'll state that.
Okay,
You
for Ron
can treat
carry,
it, but it takes 10 minutes, so I know you're not going to do that.
Yeah,
for Ron can carry both you and her. I'm pretty sure.
more than likely.
Let's
yes.
go.
It will slow him down. He's very strong, but that's 2 full-grown people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Oh wait.
Oh, wait. No, it won't. He already... No, it will. Technically, it will slow him down. I think. How does that interact? Hold on a second. He has... So, Avarok have the slow and steady that dwarves get, because they're half-dwarf.
Okay.
Or Avar in our world. But... So he has that, but he's also a barbarian, so he got fast movement. This is why he doesn't move at 20 feet. Because
Yeah.
Avarok normally only get 20-foot movement. Even though they're big, they're very slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an enhancement bonus that he's not slowed down by encumbrance or armor. So yeah, never mind. He moves
Okay,
at full
cool.
speed.
God, he's terrifying.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
let's do that.
I know even thematically why that's the case. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, he picks both of them up, and you guys
Thank you for
try
Brong.
to rush back.
Yes.
Even as you're making your way back over there, you can see the guard that was talking to you is like talking to another one. As you're like approaching like rapidly, and the one that he's talking to kind of looks up and sees you and is like, kind of holds his head. He's like, hey! And the guy's like, no, they're good. Hurry up, go! You're the last ones. Run through, like the gates are just like barely open at this point, and you could hear somebody up top who was like trying to like push and like get them closed. It's like, what? Oh, have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
They start closing behind you, right? and they could use his help. But so you guys race back inside, and from here you're gonna go out. You're gonna go to Hattie, I'm assuming.
I believe that would be the one next on the list. Yes.
She's closest from where you are now. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
So I'll there's some good news, and it's just good news. Normally I have both for you, but the good news is you never revealed the whereabouts of your buddies to this person. They knew some. They don't know the rest of them, so you're able to get to everyone else's places and gather them. You don't know, they're probably still lurking around somewhere in the city ready to hit you with another dart. So
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Lamia throws away the necklace alarm thing.
you just
on the
hurl it
ground.
somewhere.
Yep.
Okay.
Some child is gonna find that.
No,
Look
it's
who
gonna be
a
a
bell!
cat. It's gonna be a
It's my
cat from
lucky day.
the Peshten.
Yeah, sure. No, actually, a crow more than likely is gonna find it and be like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
probably.
shiny!"
Right.
Or
So,
seagull. Yeah.
so you guys, I'm assuming you get everybody together. Everybody's tired. When you get to Hattie, she is already like fully dressed. By the time she gets to the door to answer, with her dad being like, "Don't just answer the door in the middle of the night." And she's like, "No, it's okay. It's my friends." Closes the door. You get her filled in. You go talk to. You go disturb Mayor again, and miraculously he shoots no one, though he is a bit cross. So, that's better than you might have expected.
Fair.
Because
I think
it's the
it's
middle
fair.
of the night, and this is the second time he's woke up in the middle of the night since you guys have been back. Just, this isn't going to be an every night thing, is it? But then you guys head back to the office, go down the stairs. Hattie's very excited. Mayor doesn't say anything. He just looks around a lot. And then he starts sneezing as you get to the bottom because there's a lot of pollen. And then Dave and Ishla are just following along because this is kind of just what their lives are now and have
really
been for a
is.
little while.
Oh God.
But yes, you finally make it back to the Shaluvi's basement? I don't know what we call this. His lab, his workshop? Shaluvi's basement sounds bad. Let's go with workshop.
Yeah, that definitely has kind of a negative sounding connotation to
It
it.
sounds like an adult store in the freaking Caliphate or something. Alright, so, yeah, you guys finally make it back. Yeah, I know, right? Hold on, Scott. Check this out. This is what was on the battle map before. I need you to see
Yeah.
this. Hold on. I gotta bring it back. Let's bring it back. Yeah. We were trying to get Lamia to, do what she's supposed to do and, like, eat a harpy. Because we need her to eat people. And she just won't do it. Let me click that die off the screen. I mean, she's dead, so, like, probably? But yeah. This is our Theater of the Mind map.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys finally make it to the workshop. She'll be obviously waiting for you as you just sort of flood his secret workshop in with people, with randos. You can see he kind of smiles. He always has that grandfatherly smile, but there's just a hint of annoyance. As there's just this group of strangers all sort of standing at the base of the stairs, like they don't know what they're allowed to do. It's like that same energy, like whenever you bring like a new friend to your house as a kid, and like they just stand awkwardly in places, and you're like, sit down, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know sitting was allowed at your house. Like they have that same energy.
I've been that friend, so
Me too. Absolutely, I've been that friend at places that I was at often.
I've been that friend as an adult.
Mm-hmm. I have had a friend's dad look at me and just go, sit down, dude. Like, what are you doing? You've been here 5 times.
Oh, you guys sit here too? That's news. I didn't realize
sorry,
everybody
yeah.
used couches. I
And
thought they were
the
decorative.
couches were for humans. I thought they were for the mysterious guests that never come over. But anyway, so that kind of happens, and eventually a bunch of other wooden chairs all kind of walk out. Which, you notice these chairs are like singular pieces. They don't have like joints and stuff. They're just kind of bendy, weird chairs. They're all one solid piece. Like they were grown that way. But eventually everyone gets a seat. And Philly just says, "Is this everyone?"
I do like a show of like counting like this and be like, I believe so.
Good. Alright. Give me a moment. Please don't touch anything. I will make arrangements for your sleeping.
Lamia stares at Hattie. Because he said, no, please don't touch anything.
She was looking at... You don't know what she was looking at, but she was staring at something, and then as soon as you look at her, she turns her head back as if she was, being good. And then he wanders off towards like the back of the warehouse behind this what the hell do you call it? Not a curtain. One of them weird, not like the medical curtains that are like have the stands on the side, but one that goes in a person's house who's not a serial killer.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that would be called then. No,
As a former pizza delivery driver,
it's
I
like a
only
room
have experience
divider
with pizza
type
killers.
thing, you know?
Serial killers. Sorry.
Oh.
Do they? No.
But you guys know what I'm talking about. They have like
Yeah, I think I
posts, and
do.
there's like a curtain type thing, but it's not. It doesn't hang like a curtain. It's like a whatever. Maybe it's still colored. I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. It's behind one of those, but it's tall. It gives like a privacy thing. Anyway, he goes behind whatever the fuck that's called, and he's over there for a minute. You hear like some rustling, some like thumps of like heavy cloth and other things. And then he finally kind of calls you guys over, and you see that he's just set out probably the most comfortable looking bedrolls that you've ever seen. It obviously made from some kind of very thick fur, like some large beast that has like a very thick hide and very I don't want to keep using that same word, but very luxurious fur. Yes, Sherlock is still alive. He just hasn't been commanded to do anything.
Partition?
Partition?
Sorry,
That sounds
I'm
about
looking.
right. But
Yeah, besides like hype and drape is the other term I'm seeing a lot, but that's not right either.
No, we'll go with partition. That sounds right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these big, awesome looking bedrolls get laid out with like these big, thick blankets. It's not even particularly cold in here. It's a little chilly when you get back to this area, but for the most part, it's fairly warm. It makes sense for all the plants and everything. But back in that area, there's not like a lot of light coming through. But you do see several of the plants give off a little bit of a glow, as if they're night blooming, and have some luminescence to them. But you guys get back there, and he says, "You will be safe here. Just relax, and we will talk in the morning. I will make sure to keep extra quiet so not to disturb your sleep." Barbaram just kind of slowly raises his hand. It's my awake hours. Well, if you don't mind helping, I have some tall things that maybe could use some assistance with. Yeah, I can do that. Romps back over after setting you and Pilon down, Sam.
My bed.
Yeah. He puts you directly onto one of these bedrolls. Yeah. You kind of just sink into it. And it's like, oh boy, yeah, I ain't getting up. Like, it's so comfortable that, like, I'm pretty sure if somebody tries to wake you up early, you're gonna finish that switch off of the good alignment and do something horrible.
Yeah, 100%. 2 days in a row. That's that's fighting right there.
Yeah. But honestly, it is more comfortable than the bed at the inn, and not by a small amount. It's more akin to when you were sleeping at the Markham Manor.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So you lay down. Does anyone else try to do anything that evening, or do you just say "fuck it"? I'm going to sleep.
Lamia will warn, I guess. Be like, hey, I might sleepwalk. Please don't disturb me. I'm sorry if I do sleepwalk.
Right, your condition. How is it going?
Currently starving, so I think great.
That is going to get much worse before it gets better.
I mean, starvation usually does, I believe, but you know what? I've at least survived, I think, 5 days, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Well, normally a person takes a bit longer than that to start, but I imagine it is going to be different for you. Perhaps rest will help.
Yeah, but again, if I sleepwalk, please don't touch me, and I'm sorry if I just end up disturbing anything. If the plants need to strangle me, then they may strangle me. It is what it is.
Oh, I would not dream of stopping them. You should make sure to tell your friends to maybe keep an eye on you then.
I think they're gonna be sleeping, but you know what? I will, Shiluvi.
Sam's, no.
We're wrong.
Sam's already asleep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
So cool. Alright, so you go lie down and rest. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I do tell Verbrong, hey, if you see me sleepwalking, just throw me back on the bed.
Okay.
We're just gonna start tying you up when you go to bed. Is what's gonna end up happening. We go to Fantasy Harbor Freight and get some ratchet straps and just ratchet strap you to the bed.
How long until the demon leaves? Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so everyone gets a full night's rest except Lamia.
That works.
Yep.
Level plus con.
Yep.
Do I lose fatigued and exhausted, or do I lose one of those?
You lose both.
Okay.
Oh, I need to take off blinded.
Yes, you do. Lamia, you're gonna take. Wait, sorry, more than that. Full rest. Okay. Take 6 more non-lethal.
All right, give me a second. I was updating my cultural ability. 6 more, you said?
Yep.
Let's see.
I know last.
Oh wait, whoops.
Hold on, I'm gonna boop it so I can remember what it says. Next time the target sleeps. I don't remember if I lost this or if I recovered it technically.
There we go.
Oh, you're drawing
Last time
feast
I
then.
used it. When you sleep with a spell prepared, you will automatically expend it while you sleep.
Yeah, it should have been expended.
Okay.
If you don't remember if you recovered it or not, you did not recover it.
Okay, that's good. Well, I mean, it's one of those things that it didn't end up going through because I only slept like 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was really important for me to be awake.
Right. Yeah, you guys got, I think, 3 hours total, so not enough. Okay. Alright, so Lamia. By Zuve. You are going to lose your benefits from your corruption.
Cool. One of the marks or all of the marks?
All of them.
Okay, cool. I will start getting rid of those. Do you still want me to list the marks, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not gone. Just you don't have any benefits from it.
Okay.
So, again, sorry. I should be more specific. You lose the boons.
Oh, so I still have the
You are
negatives.
still cursed. Yes.
Okay. All right. let me get rid of everything else. All right, go on.
Yeah, that way I'm more specific because that uses the word boon. But yeah, you guys otherwise get a full rest. As people start to wake up, Lamia, you're just in pain. It's kind of hard to get an escape from it, but you're trying to let your body rest just from the exertion you've had throughout the day. Get some kind of recovery. You're not sure if it worked or not, but when people start waking up, you definitely feel a little bit of relief that, like, you can just, okay, forget it, I'm just going to get up now. There's going to be distractions and people. Yeah, the rest of you awaken. And Eli. It does return. The knowledge returns.
Right. Okay, well, we can have that chat with Shalivi then.
But you can hear him kind of over there working while you guys are back there behind, like, privacy screens. So I don't know if you guys wanted to talk or have anything before you go and speak to him, or if you just round everybody up.
Ooh, my constitution boost is gone now. It hurts. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Got a big yawn. Sorry, I was writing my spells. You said do what? To talk to Shalibi or gather everybody? Or
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking you what you do.
Yeah, we'll gather everybody up and go talk to them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you approach.
Fucking
Kalan.
Yes, I was like, it's not Kamala. That's the person running for president.
Yeah,
Kalan
is awake.
Is she up?
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all mind if I ask her what she remembers before we start dealing with Shalubi?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, you're finally awake. Trying to cross the border, No, no. Hey, go on. Don't be too freaked out. You had a run-in with somebody that looked a lot like you, but was a little scaly. I'm not sure if it was the same individual who's been fucking around with us.
Yeah. I figured that's what happened. I don't remember much.
Yeah, it looks like you got darted. We're matching. Yeah.
He got you too?
Yeah, no, I'm a little sturdier though. No offense.
Thanks.
Be honest, you've been put through the ringer, so.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you didn't see anything, didn't hear nothing.
If I did, I don't remember. I remember somebody was at the door. It sounded like a kid.
Of course.
Guessing it wasn't,
All right. Well, feel free to rest up. I know you're still probably sore.
I'm so much more pissed than I am sore. I got a chance at a rematch with that bastard, and I ended up snoozing.
Yeah, he kept disappearing on us during our fight. I guess he can turn invisible, or they can turn invisible.
I fucking guess. Look, I really wish you guys didn't have to keep saving my ass. I feel so useless.
No, in a way, you're pretty useful because we know that that attack let us learn more information about him. So,
and if it makes you feel any better, managed to knock out Verbrong here, so
yeah,
it's got some strong stuff.
Verbrong bristles at that. Give you a sense motive, both of you.
The hell? I never roll
Nice.
good on these.
Right? So Lamia, you pick up on, you get like a sense that didn't make her feel better at, at all. It didn't make her feel worse. It just something about it just bothers her still. Sam, you're able to more pick up that it's kind of right as you said. Like, well, that helped us learn more. You can tell that that's whatever that was stung, and then you're able to kind of extrapolate on that and realize that you kind of get it. That's a thing that's the thing that happens with victims. Whenever there's detectives and stuff, those kind of attacks, especially if they become prolific or like repeated, each one gives more information. So it kind of puts her in this victim spot, and you can tell not only just by her attitude that you've seen so far, but like even her line of work that that's like a really sore point, probably.
Oops.
Not like she's mad at you,
Yeah.
but you can just tell it's like it's the truth, but it hurts.
Yep. Might be wise to stop by. I forget the name of that fancy potion shop. Some-
Fuck.
yeah. Samantha Venom. Yeah, I don't remember at all.
Give me a minute. I can find it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Stop
You
by the
say
potion shop and
fancy.
get
Do you
some-
mean the super expensive one?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that's the
what
only
it
one I
means.
remember.
Well, there's another
there another one?
alchemist. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Is
one
that-
with
is it the alchemist
that you
that
saved
we-
forever ago? Yeah.
Yeah, we saved. Yeah. Might hit him up. I don't know. Somebody that we know to get some possible curative or tincture or something like that that might ward off especially if we can figure out what kind of poison it is. Because I do have the dart, and there might be poison left on it. So
Yeah, that'd be good, I
Some kind.
guess.
Ran in.
that was all in
Look,
Sam
just-
accent.
She just goes, look, I'm sure you have some business to take care of here. I'm not even gonna ask what it is. Just please don't dote over me.
We got to kick his ass sooner or later, so you get your strength back. All right.
Yeah, I will.
And yeah, we'll move on to Shalubi.
You
I think
know,
Dave's gonna
basically-
head that up. But,
Okay, so you guys
she
walk
has
over.
the name.
He actually does look at you first, Sam, because you were the one who said that you wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was going to say, you say I'm going to head it up, but you're the one who wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So do you remember anything about this moon business? Now that it's the next day.
The moon business.
Yeah.
I do. I'm sure there are some gaps that are now filled. Look, this is the most important thing to me. I'm very willing to tell you many things that I have never revealed to others, but I get the sense that you are debating on whether or not to build this task or not.
Well, look, I'm just saying when I was in that area and they went to a darkened moon and called it by your name, that throws up a lot of red flags.
Does it? It is only natural for a moon to darken in shadow. It's a part of nature. Which I'm sure you know well, Samuel. Well, let me switch this back over and move the stupid map off our faces. Hold on. Samuel map.
Also, the music's still hella hype as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it in a second.
Uh,
I'm just like getting
uh,
back to all this crap that I was like, oh yeah, I didn't change any of that stuff.
Sorry, I'm choosing my words. Look, I'm sure there's moons that are natural, but also divine and magical. And a moon losing its brightness, for all I know, could be like, I'm going to take the brightness of this other moon so I can be bright again. I don't know if that's happening. You know,
I understand.
that's why I'm on guard and seen as big Mr. Gaia Stan. No,
Base.
yeah. I'm trying to, like you've treated us right. You've helped us out a lot, so I want to help you out, but I want to make sure that we're not gonna cause some catastrophe from this.
I see. You actually see kind of a youthful twinkle to his eye, and he says, I think I understand. You met her.
Yes. Killed some folks that were after her on the moon. Her, I don't know, whatever. Sorry, I didn't think of it at that time. Was that moon? Never mind.
The answer, I assume, or I infer, is both yes and no.
It's like she's a place of power and that being at the same time.
Correct. She's many things at many times, but thank you for defending her as well. A task I did not ask of you.
It's well right, though.
Glad you did so. Eli, you do have it, then. He's asking you, Eli. You unmuted, and then muted.
I understand that. I'm aware. Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay. I don't know.
You tell
Can you
him?
repeat part of that? Yeah, I understand.
You're good. He's asking if you did get the knowledge, because he's confirming.
So yes, I'll be honest. I'll tell him I did.
Cool. So, he smiles and says, very well. I suppose I do owe you some answers, then. I get the sense you went through a lot to get this. Well, the moon is and is not me. I am no deity. Of course not. But it is something I came up with over a very long time. I, in a sense, have always lived in her shadow. I have chased her for quite some time. And for a while, it was all good fun. I didn't realize that she was running from something. I will try to speak more plainly. That moon is not a physical thing like you imagine. It is ethereal, it is metaphysical, a representation of my will. I intend to join her. I have always intended this. And so, she changed to become the entity you met when the moon began to be a symbol that represented her. And in the other incarnations she has, I mimicked these. I found a way. to follow her wherever she went. No, she runs from me. She's not rejected me. I would respect her wishes if that were the case. But I would have been fine if this cat and mouse lasted further eons, as long as she wished. But there is a danger. There is a threat. She cannot tackle alone. The same threat which rose against Mr. Gaia herself. The same threat that still exists, especially in Setsegia. The Order of the Fang. The branch of the cult of the Ravenous that lingered after its destruction. He motions to you, Lamia, says, the Ravenous were the ones who worshipped no Luxifix. They opposed Mr. Gaia, they even opposed Kalukral. They were in opposition on what it meant to represent nature. Instead, weaponizing it against the weak, as if that was its purpose. So, they were fought back. But some of them broke away, finding a new purpose. Finding a way to, instead of merely consuming the less fortunate, the weak, the small, they found a way to exploit them instead. This Fang Order has a long history. But the main thing to understand of them is they are not what they seem. They are a people that is mostly gone from Hayethe. The Serpent Folk. There's a different name, but it matters not now. That is what they were. And where they appear, it is what they still are. They can disguise themselves very well. Often as demi, but any other race or being, they have no problem with. They wish to destroy her. And if they succeed, there will be a place for the creature that they worship once again in the stars. And the seasons will change again, of course. For the worse. I wish to join her to defend her. To act as a guardian of sorts. To empower her so that she no longer has to hide. So, that is my goal, if you must know. I've spoken long enough. Tell me what she was like, Sam.
Well, Sam, what do you think? Yeah, okay. Then
Well, I was going to do a sense motive on seeing if he appears on the up and up for wanting to defend her. That's the part that I was interested in. Sense motive?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. I just want to get the okay to do it before I did it. 19. I'm not going to roll luck on it because this is kind of
Okay. As far as you can tell, he seems like he's being honest. Like, he has a lot. He knows a lot. So he's trying to obviously, like, filter it down into something that makes at least a little bit of sense. Mm-hmm. So he's not telling you, like, every single thing, but he seems to be being honest, as far as you can tell.
Yeah. Okay. Was Eli one?
Oh, I was just asking what you thought. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're the only one that's interacted with the goddess and maybe have an idea of what she would feel and want. Because we have no idea. You're the only one we can rely on for this.
Yeah.
Sam,
Maybe you could pray to her?
I don't know her name. I do have her symbol, but that's the whole thing I was planning on doing. But we've kind of been busy.
says, what was she like?
Small.
Physically.
I think she believed that isolation was the best way to remain safe. Isolation and nobody having any knowledge.
But what was she like? Was she happy?
Lonely.
Curious?
Yeah, because I think I gathered that, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she's alone for a long time. The people that do come to see her are trying to kill her.
Yep.
Oh,
Weird.
Oh, our face cams apparently. Yeah, they have
They
disappeared.
didn't go away. Hold on.
no. Yeah, put those beautiful mugs back up on there.
Did it work that time? Oh, it worked that time. Cool.
I mean, it helps because some of us gesture when we're
Yeah.
talking.
Well, no, I thought
I've
I
just
did
been
it earlier,
stretching.
but it didn't actually finish loading. Right, right.
Look, it's really her. Is it back up? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've been
Okay,
kind
there it
of
is.
lagging.
Okay,
Not
yeah,
lagging,
we
but
dropped some
it's been
frames,
slow.
but we're still up.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to refresh. Anyway, now she I mean, she must be pretty strong to remain that alone for that long. I did have a whole plan to, while forgetting her name, I do know the symbol she used in that temple. I was gonna make a holy symbol and offer a prayer in addition to my normal ones to Mr. Gaia, just so she might hear from somebody friendly. Now,
Excuse me. Says, listen, I understand your reservations, especially if she requested of you to leave her to our isolation. But you saw that she was alone. For fear of
Yes.
necessity of being alone. Was she scared?
I don't remember.
She did beg you for help.
Yeah, I think she was.
I would say
Yeah.
also asking you to not say her name out of fear of other people gaining power seems scared. Maybe not scared of being alone, but scared.
Yeah. Well, to be hunted like that, yeah, I would. Yeah. I would say she's scared.
I would respect your desire to fulfill her wishes, but I would plead with you to perhaps see the benefit of going against them. Even immortal creatures are fallible. They can get crazy ideas in their heads, just like any of us, that in order to save thousands, they must remain alone forever. Or that perhaps, well, you've all had crazy ideas too. She's not immune.
I'll tell you this. I think I'm okay. Would you like to go, Lamia? Because I think I was. Yeah, go ahead.
The Lamia was going to ask. Do you think she knew that you would want to merge with her? Maybe she's scared of losing who she is.
There are
which
no
is
surprises
isolated.
between us. And she would not lose anything. She knows what it would mean. It would mean taking her place among the heavens. In the spotlight, as it were. It would mean representing the springtime, the way that the real deity should.
Sorry, I'm going through my notes, but go on, Sam.
If
Well, I was going to say real quick, well, I trust him, but that's because I have zero sense motive and I trust him.
yeah,
I like him. He's a Cerberus. It's literally Cerberus.
Yeah. I mean, he has been super helpful to us, which, I mean, literally no like threats or anything. So I'm inclined to be very friendly towards him, very much using the idea of whatever,
Mm-hmm.
diplomacy and whatnot. I mean, I want to say I can't go against her wishes, but I feel inclined to give you this information and let you go to her and make your case. And I'll hope that if she wants to send you away or whatever she wants, you'll take that into account.
I don't believe I would have a choice. She is far stronger than I. It is ultimately your choice. I am not going
Well,
to
it's actually
threaten you.
his choice, but
You
not
all
to
run
because
together.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Uh,
You all run together, so I will not force you.
Lamia, are you okay with it?
Sorry, I'm still going through my mental notes still.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask, just are you okay with him learning the name, or are you?
I think that's what
you
she's
need more
figured
time. Okay.
Wearing the name. That's fun. That's cute. Learning the name. Sorry. I heard wearing, and I guess he's technically potentially going to do that too, but Lamia for now kind of hesitantly says, I think so.
I don't know if there's
Eli,
just
you're-
much of a for now to it. It looks like you guys are about to make a decision.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, there's no for now. Once he knows it, you can't take it back. It's not
Yeah.
like me. And the only person wearing any names was me.
Eli, are you fine with it?
He said, yeah.
You said yes.
Okay. Well, I gotta go ask. Probably a pretty, very wise person. I'm gonna go ask Hattie if she's okay with it.
Who?
Hattie.
Hattie?
She's
Okay.
with us, right? Yeah.
Wise person.
Yeah. Hey, look, Hattie, I think is a great judge of character. I'd ask
Okay.
Mare, but Mare's just like, what- is that going to change business practices? How's that going to be in like the lawyer area?
You just ask her if she's okay with it, or are you gonna?
Let's just say I'll explain a little bit and see what she thinks. Because I have a maybe, a yes, and I'm kind of exempting myself out of it. So, like, I am inclined to give it to him, but I'm also technically a maybe. So, I want to see what
Hydrate.
Hattie thinks.
I just realized that a better thing to hydrate with.
Not much left in that.
Ugh. God.
That's very
So
cold
much worse
coffee.
after sitting there for forever. Anyway, he explained to Hattie, like, are you okay with it? He says, well, if I put myself in her shoes, I can see why she wants to do what she wants to do. But you know, if I had a really nice plant-loving boyfriend who was following me around, only because I told him he could, I would probably secretly want him to catch me eventually. So, I don't know. He seems nice. I mean, he's helping us now, and you guys helped him for a reason. I would... No, I don't know. She could tell you not to.
Well, I think when it comes down to it, we're just giving this information on what actually happens is up to her and him, but
She told you not to.
I don't know.
I think I
There's
would
a
do
lot
it.
of extenuating circumstances, though, that I think she's what she's been doing. She thinks is the best course of action.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a yay, then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would.
All right.
I would kind of feel bad, though.
I know. I don't like going back on promises. But if it ends up helping that person, then I say person, helping
still
them
accurate.
out. Yeah. I mean, as a god. But
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll head back to Shaluvi and them and just be like, all right. You want to do?
I have a question for you.
Of course.
You were not the only one who was barred from that temple. They basically called you a traitor, but the other druids out there, they could not enter there either.
Of course not. They have always been a problem. Descendants of the Ravenous. Not members of the cult themselves, but... well, not welcome. These days they favor Kalukral. When I was born to them, they were far more militant. Of course, that was quite a long time ago.
Okay, thank you.
Have you made your decision?
Yeah, how do you want it? Do you want him to whisper it to you, write it down, or like make sure the spelling's right? I mean, some things in this language, they you think they're spelled a certain way, but you get it wrong. I do it a lot.
Strangely enough, with all of my planning, I didn't really think about this part. I suppose it is important.
I mean, a whisper, I feel would be safest because it's a non-permanent thing written down. Like, sure, you can dispose of it, but also, who might else hear that whisper?
True. Anything can be overheard. All right. Give me one moment. He reaches down and he pulls up two what look like these kind of odd, like just odd, lumpy looking berries. They're both very dark blue. He hands one to you, Eli. This is a bit sour, but it will allow us to link minds briefly. can tell me this way.
That's pretty safe.
Okay.
He pops in his
Ow.
mouth.
There's a pit. Oh, no. Swallowed it. His whole.
Was there supposed to be a seed in there? So you eat that, and you can hear his voice in your mind, unaccented and perfect Tertian for you. Just, all right, go ahead.
I relay the name as I know it.
Do you remember it? I mean, like, do you remember the name?
No, I'm sure I have it written down somewhere, but I wasn't looking for it. It's in. I think it's in the Discord message. Anyway.
Okay. I will send it to you real quick. In Discord.
What? You're not gonna troll chat and YouTube?
No.
Yeah, it was Miss Stara. I'm pretty sure, right? That was it.
Yep.
Because you had sent it to me before. I was looking through my messages.
Yeah. Mystera. All right. Tell that he smiles and he nods. Good. Thank you. All right, I know what to do now. May take a few days. This has been a very long dance. Worth it, though. You all are helping me to fulfill the goal I have had for almost my whole life. So, I should warn you. When this is complete, there will be a new moon in the skies of Hayethe. So it is not without its consequences.
Oh, we're gonna fuck up the tides.
I would stay away from the coast for a while. Or at least from the harbor.
Can you time it better so like it's just like on the other side of one, so it's just no, okay.
You know what? I have this. If it's not too much trouble, Shalubi, I have this piece of paper that I've been carrying around from the temple. What does it say? Like Lamia will get it out of her backpack and.
Oh, it's her name. No.
That would be super dumb. But
Son of a bitch.
Oh, good thing I took it. Time to shred it.
Also, we've gone through some hell and back to get that name.
Oh god, I remember what this is now. Okay. So he looks at it. He looks at it, like kind of tilts his head a couple of times, like each way, and goes, "Oh, I see why. Okay. So with the Shida language, the characters are kind of long. Sometimes they have multiple parts. What you have copied here is the letter B.
Cool. All right.
Yes.
Maybe one
So
day
it's a
I'll
single
be able to figure this
alphabet?
out.
It's one letter. Yeah.
Cool.
Good God. Okay.
But he hands it back to you, and he starts to kind of. Obviously, you don't have you're not a linguistics person as much, but you have a rank, so you kind of get.
Yeah,
I think
do.
you have a rank, yeah. So he's like telling you how okay, each of these lines would you have to basically make multiple lines, and there's little accents you can add to actually make these into words from just single letters, and so kind of just paints a picture for you mentally of oh, this is what an actual word would look like. And you kind of recall, okay, I think I saw some of those, or they were spread out, so you would have needed to get multiple etchings to actually get the full word. But essentially, what you ran into was it was coded, so it was Shida, but it was broken up, so that even if you spoke the language, you have to kind of piece it together to figure out what it says. But yeah, so he kind of runs that
Cool.
down for you for a
I
second.
feel a little better.
And he say, well, our task is complete. I'm afraid I have no other requests for you. Or for anyone else.
And
This is...
I bet it's morning, so I
course
guess we can go check to see if Sam's totally not haunted cabin is still where it is.
Or formerly, nothing bad has ever happened.
This is likely the last time that we will meet this way. So, I wish you luck. And good fortune.
Yeah. Same to you. Will you express my apologies to her when you talk to her? You going back?
I suppose as a final favor, but I am likely more to poke and prod about the fact that I won. It is a...
That's not a good show, sir.
Look, if I wake up and I start getting debuffs where it's like, if you're in nature and it's all bad now,
listen,
I'm gonna
hold
I'm
on.
not gonna be happy with
Which of us here has gone on an eons long game of chasing? Huh? There is a... Maybe you will understand when
maybe
you're
I've been
older.
around for a long time.
Maybe you will understand when you're older. 700-800 years, maybe.
I'm Demi, sir.
Well, I suppose you will have to get to work on your immortality. Find your own path, as it were. Maybe you will find a crazy dreamer of a boy or girl or everything else who will chase you around the multiverse. Or you'll find one to chase yourself.
Multiverse?
Yes.
I mean, I did go to a different plane of existence.
There are many planes.
But the you know what? I'm not gonna unpack what I just heard.
No, that makes sense.
No,
Each
no,
plane
it does
is
not.
essentially a universe, is what how he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lamia's not.
You don't know
That-
anything
I mean,
about
like
planes
that-
Anyway.
Exactly.
That's a nonsense word to you.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, a lot of places, sure. But yeah. He says, trust me, it is all in good fun. I believe our business is concluded.
All right. I guess we should get out of here and.
Yeah. Good luck, and we'll see you later.
Yeah.
He finally takes a seat. Everyone's like, alright, bye. It's like everybody's walking back up. You guys get back to the top of the stairs. You walk into the office. Just like files in and like into the lobby of the office. Oberon ducks his way in. He comes in last. Then when he turns around, just your door is there. I like that guy.
Yeah, he was pretty great. Or hopefully.
He shrugs. And that's it. You did it.
Wait,
You
so
finished
is the office
the
actually
Salumi
still there? It's not on
quest.
fire?
You're in it.
I mean, yeah.
You're in the lobby.
We'll find out next time.
So if it's on fire, I would have described it as being on fire.
You might
So
have
yeah,
teased
it is
us.
not on fire.
Good.
Yet.
Yet. Things can always change. So yeah, you have finished the Shalubi quest. Yeah. Great. You did it. You guys are gonna level up. I know
Thank
it
God.
hasn't been very long since you leveled, but you know.
It feels
Thank God
like
it's going
it's
by
been
a
a minute.
milestone. Yeah, it's just fucking
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys will level up. Go ahead and roll your hit dice so people can see if you do really bad and laugh at you.
I don't want. No,
That's par for the course for Eli.
Hey,
All right, hell yeah.
I'll
Nice,
take
Sam.
it. Yeah.
There is a reason I took whatever the feat is where I get extra hit dice. I already forget what it is. But yeah, thank
Or
you.
hit points,
Sorry.
yeah.
Where I get
Was it
extra
Die
hit points.
Hard?
Toughness is what gives you extra.
Oh,
hit points.
toughness, yeah.
Yeah. Die Hard gets more people killed than it saves them. But cool. Alright, that'll do her. We Shlubi quest done. In a little while, there will eventually be another moon and probably a great like a big ass flood or something. That'll be awesome. You guys get to take credit for that. You don't have to publicly, but you do get to take credit for it. And yeah, I guess next session you'll see if there was any more damage done in response to your choice there, and we can then hopefully move on to the next thing. I guess you guys figure out if there's any other stuff that you were like planning on doing, or any other particular things you kind of wanted to handle. We'll have a bit of downtime before like something else crucial happens, which is likely to be the last arc, season, whatever you want to call it, right?
No, jeez.
But cool. Not away screen, exit screen.
Oh yeah, who won?
Yeah.
I did.
Let me. Okay.
Which nobody voted for, so.
No, I voted for
losers.
nobody tie. So it was a tie for a little bit.
Yeah, it was, but
was, yeah.
not that long of it.
Okay. Yeah, social medias or whatever. The Facebook.
Thank you guys for coming. Yes, please. We have all of those. Interact with them, comment, like, bells, all the things you're supposed to do. There's also, our Discord, which the link is here, but the link is also down there if you're on YouTube. YouTube's coming out every Monday. Just remember that. And then, Patreon. Everything's $1. There's stuff coming.
Everything's $1.
That will eventually change as we kind of get back to where we're at and we can actually start making stuff more frequently.